Kapow! Kapow!
Ah, the crystal theme reverberates throughout our halls. That can only mean one thing. Happy Friday, everyone. How the heck is it Friday? Coupon-de-feck? How did that happen? But welcome on in. As you can see, my demon is malfunctioning. I would like to take it back to the shop. Yeah, I was told it was a Moogle, but I think it's some kind of abyss creature that crawled out of the depths of hell. I heard the sound. If you have a cat, you know the sound. The worst sound that you can hear. I was sat here, I was just about to press the live button, and I hear it. And I look down, and she's leaving me a wonderful present. I would like to point out as well, directly on the lovely cat scratcher that Obi gave her. You're so thankful, aren't you? Yeah, so thankful. But there we go. At least Moogle didn't hurl in your dress. It was just after I put the dress on, and I was like, why now? Now I have to go clean up cat sick with these on? Thank you so much. Thank you. Great. Fragrance the stream room before we get started. Lovely. So everybody thank Moogle for her contribution to FFXIV. You're so generous. Yes, you're so generous and thoughtful. We really appreciate that about you. But hello everyone, happy FFXIV. I see some early Final Fantasy lurkers up in chat. There were the usual suspects, the usual Lalafels and cat girls and bunny girls hanging around. Hey Maisie, hi Bungie, hey Drama, hi Cowan. We got a Luma up in chat. I see there's a dungeon party assembling right here. Hey Gums! Welcome, welcome. Please, could you get the demon under control? What is going on? You're feral today. I think she's protesting the treats shortage that is currently going on. The ongoing treat drought. She can't survive it. She's starving, guys. Look at her. Poor creature. She hasn't been fed in many, many moons. Not in many moons. Moog is like, I didn't get it on you. What more do you want? Yeah, you could have left it like directly on my keyboard, that's true. You could have like put it on my brand new mouse mat and on my custom Lord of the Rings keyboard. That would have been some expert delivery. She has been licking and biting you. All love bites though. She's just in a very cuddly mood today. She's in a very needy mood. It's often the way. When they're not feeling great, they become extra Valkyrie. But good thing I have no treats today, Moog. We don't have any treats anyway. Even if we wanted to give them to you, they don't exist. They don't exist. Yes, back to Garlemald today. I'm having flashbacks from last time. Of all of the emotional damage that happened. It happened so quickly as well. Like, I feel like we just got there. And they drove the knife in. Ben, welcome back. 57 months of glorious immortality. An honor to have thine soul. I'll keep it very, very safe. Especially from this creature.
Wisp Jam.
She's liable to eat anything at this point. I've never seen her go for human souls, but it's only a matter of time. I did see as well a very sneaky stealth resub. Before I'd even come on the screen, we had a Luma coming back with a lucky 13 months. Welcome back, and thank you for adventuring beside us throughout the MSQ. Oh yeah, we've got Little Ladies Day on Sunday. It was originally going to be on Saturday, but I've shifted things around. My presence was requested with the Elf Fam tomorrow. Ew, who wants to see me? Disgusting. But I shifted it around. So we're going to have a chill Sunday doing Little Ladies Day and possibly a little bit more MSQ, depending on how much Little Ladies Day stuff there is to do. I don't know whether it's kind of the same length as the other seasonal events or if it's got more going on or less going on. But if we do end up finishing it, I have been informed that a certain greensword of great repute is also around on a Sunday. So there we go. We can hopefully avoid the spoilers. I hear the event this year is pretty good. People said like, oh, they put so much effort into it. Like with the Valentine's Day event, apparently they just made it so much more this year. So I'm looking forward to it. I wonder if we get like a raid encounter of some sort, kind of like the Valentine's event where we had the little instance this year as well. Was the cake a success? I think so. I think so. See, here's the thing. Elf Sister had also made a cake, and I showed up at Dusk's house, and she opened the door and she looked at the cake in the carrier and she went, oh shit, your cake looks so much better than my cake. Does that mean I won? Does that mean I won the cake competition? She did also make a Victoria sponge, which was a lovely Victoria sponge with fresh cream in the middle. And I think it had like strawberries on the top and then more fresh cream. So we won, chat. We won birthday. But yes, the cake was consumed. I got a good chunk of the cake to take home. Did it survive very long? No. No, it did not. Have I been eating buttercream straight from the bowl for the last like 3 days as dessert? Yes, I have. I had so much leftover buttercream that I was like, well, this is dessert now. This counts. This is a fully balanced meal. Toast for first course, followed by delicious homemade buttercream. What more could you want? What more could you hope to achieve when it comes to culinary expertise? So how long did the Maltesers survive? They perished like directly after the stream. I ended stream and I was cleaning up. I was trying to do the washing up and be all organized and stuff. And then every now and then, my hand just found itself in the bag of Maltesers. And then before I knew it, they were all gone. They were all gone. There was not a single one left. Maltesers have fiber in. Yes. A health choice. All of the food groups. I forgot how much I love Maltesers. It's been ages since I had them. So I was like, they're not going to stick around long. No. I wonder how buttercream would go with bacon. I'm sure it's been done. Look, if bacon goes with pancakes, surely bacon and buttercream is not too much of a stretch. What are you doing? You're even more feral than usual today. Sure, yeah, I'll keep this, thanks. Oh, can I have it? Oh, okay, bye. I was gonna eat your tail. It looks delicious. It looks delicious, yes. I want Maltesers now. This stream, not sponsored by Maltiners. Maltiners. A delicious mix of Maltesers and martinis, available at all good stores near you. Maltinis! It's Friday. Get yourself a Maltinis, guys. Get yourself a Maltinis. You deserve it. You made it through the week. I'm trying to adjust, because I changed some of the settings on my audio monitor, so now it's really weird. It's like I have a speech jammer in. I'm trying to get used to it. I may end up just going back to how it was, but it's so strange, and I'm like, what is this voice coming at me right now? What is going on? James Bond's favorite drink, exactly. How did you know? Maltesers aren't dogs, are they? Maltese are dogs. There is a kind of very, not fluffy dog, they got long hair, called a Maltese. Tiny dogs. Now you know why we like your voice so much. I hate it! It's a terrible voice. How much is the delay? It's pretty spot on, but I'm just like, I don't know, I'm hearing myself louder? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Fuck you, we'd like it. Okay, well, if you like it so much, you're gonna have it. Take it. Take it away. Hello! This is big news, all right? But the reason why the audio is different is because I cleaned my streaming desk. I know. I cleared the desk, and then I was like, I'm actually gonna put the cables back in the cable rack. I know, because they were all over the floor from when I had to take some stuff out to sort the cooking setup downstairs, and I was like, oh, I can't get in here, I'm just gonna take it all out. And the cables have been on the floor for the longest time. So I was like, right, finally gonna sort this out. And then I also like fiddled with things, because I was like, well, are we doing that? So I may as well redo this and make sure this is working. So there you go. I know there was literal dust on my teleprompter to the point where I had been doodling in my teleprompter dust.
I had little hearts in my teleprompter dust. I had a smiley face. It was amazing. It was amazing. Look, I keep a very clean treehouse, all right? We run a very, very orderly stream here. It's always sparkling on the stream desk. I always have to laugh at people who do like setup content as their main content on social media and stuff. Their setups are always impeccably clean all the time. That has to be a lie. There's no cable noodling going on. There's no random shit left on their desk. That's not true streamer desk life. Surely it's a lie. It has to be a lie. It's all some kind of scene that they all have set up all the time. The real setup is behind the camera. Yeah. Sparkling with the dying souls of the departed, indeed. Resplendent with years and years of soul energy, just sprinkled all around. Exactly. Who are you? What have you done with Dawn? I don't know. I guess it's because like I was avoiding something else that I had to do. That's probably why that happened. I was like, oh, I don't want to do this thing right now. I don't want to do that. So then I ended up cleaning my whole setup, which is technically productive. Technically, yeah. 100%. And we even have some chocobo coffee. There we are. I've got a butterscotch flavoured chocobo coffee today from a lovely coffee store down by the docks in Charlayan. If anybody would like a chocobo coffee, please place your orders in chat. That's a lovely mug. Oh, thank you. Chocobo coffee, far superior to Buckstars. Obviously. I've been to pro music studios and even they have dust and things lying around. Also, cables. I don't understand, especially when you're a content creator, you can't neatly tuck cables and bundle cables together with cable ties, because if you create any kind of content, at some point you're going to need to move a camera, you're going to need to move a microphone, you're going to have to change the placement of something. So I don't understand how anyone that streams or records videos manages their cables fully, because you can't just trap all of your tech in bundles. You have to have it accessible. So I think for me, I have learnt I am never going to have pure, clean cable management, but I can get it off the floor. And if I can at least get it off the floor so that you can't see it when you're sat at the desk or you're standing up, that's enough for me. That's enough for me. There will never be perfection in this stream room, but there will be the facade of order. If the International Space Station can have cables everywhere, so can I. Exactly. See, they know what they're doing. So yeah, exactly. If you tuck the cables away, it's such a pain in the ass to arrange or modify. Exactly, it hinders creativity. Thank you. Thank you for enabling me. Moog loves the cables though. I got so lucky having a cat that doesn't enjoy chewing cables. I know there are some cats that love cables and will have a nibble on them like they're spaghetti. But Moog's just not interested. She's just like, it's cool. I'm clever enough to know that I shouldn't eat that, and that's not tasty. I'm just gonna bother you for treats instead. That's clearly the way to do it. She's making direct eye contact with me. Hello, yes. But even though I cleared my desk, there's something on my desk which I need to show you. Some of you may have heard of my quest this morning. It was a grand quest, but I've achieved mighty loot. I've been very excited about this. You ready? Here's my squishy! So I remember it. It's a traumatic event in my life. We were playing the Whirl It Raid series, and there was a very emotional scene. And I always have a squishy. I always have a little squishy on stream that I squish because I fiddle with stuff during stream. I like to have something in my hand when I'm like doing narration and stuff. And it popped during the Whirl It series. I may have been squishing it very hard as emotional support during Whirl It, and it exploded in quite a catastrophic manner. And this happened on stream. So I held up the corpse of the dead squishy, and very kindly, Maisie ordered this for me off of my throne wish list. So thank you, Maisie. I'm genuinely so excited. I love these. I love them so much. I am somewhat of a connoisseur of stress balls, and specifically Nido stress balls. I've tried many. I own the Nido Niceberg, which is the huge iceberg version. I have had 2 or 3 of this style. I've had the super squishy cloud ones, which I can report back, they're definitely not as satisfying. I think what's special about these ones is they have a kind of very firm glue in them, so they have a harder squish to them, and they're much more satisfying, and they always go back to their original shape, whereas some of the others, they just kind of go a bit too mushy, and like, if you've had them for like a day, they're not squishy anymore at all. So, as a connoisseur of various squish balls, can recommend the Nido Nice Cubes. And this one is a sparkly one, and it glows in the dark. I'm excited to see whether it actually glows in the dark. Like, is that true? Is that just a marketing claim? This stream, not sponsored by Nido, but Nido, please call me. Absolutely. I'm gonna open it if I can. I've got my safe opening device. Not the only thing that got squished during the whirl it. Don't remind me. The trauma's too much. I have a horrible feeling that that series is going to end up being very, very relevant to Endwalker. And that's why you guys maybe play it. I'm opening very carefully. Can you imagine if I scored a line in the squishy before it was even born? There is nothing more satisfying than opening one of these new, because they start out very, very clear. They do go kind of cloudy after a while. So here we are. Brand new, squishy. Oh, and it's the pink one. They always give you a random one, so you never know what color you're gonna get. It could be any color, but I got the pink one, so it was meant to be. But I went on a quest this morning. My morning started out with a real-life GeoGuessr, which I was not anticipating. So there's a delivery service, which you'll probably know if you're in the EU, called Every. Every time Every deliver something, I always have some kind of issue. They like chuck it over my fence or deliver it to the wrong person, and I wake up to an email saying your package has been delivered and a picture of somebody else's front door. And I'm just like, can you not read? Anyway, so there I am going around the Elven Forest. I only had a picture of part of a doorstep, a little bit of some kind of foliage, and then like the bottom bit of a door. So I'm like, right, I know the color of the door. I know that there's like some kind of plant outside. I think it's in a pot. I know there's a crack on the right-hand side of the door. And I know it's got to be somewhere in this part of the Elven Forest. So I went on a little quest. I was going round and round. I literally had the picture on my phone and I was like, no, that's the wrong type of foliage. Can't be that one. And then finally I was like, what I didn't consider is that the parcel might not be outside still. Maybe they rung the doorbell. Someone came down, took the parcel inside for me. And that is when I ascertained that I think it could in fact be the treehouse directly next door. And I was correct. And thankfully, my neighbors are really, really nice. So there you go. And I saw their cats, which just adds even more extra XP onto the quest. But yeah, that was a pointless quest that like didn't need to happen whatsoever. But I got my squishy. It was so worth it. So thank you, Macy, for my squishy. It's good they did give it to you and they didn't steal it. Well, that's the thing, you never know. You never know. If it's someone you didn't know and they see a glorious squishy, maybe they would take the prize for themselves. You never know. Your package was handed to the resident. Just a picture of Moogle. Yeah, picture of Moogle with like a tie and some glasses on. Like, she definitely would answer the door if she could. She would. She'd intimidate any strangers. But yes, quest successful, happy to report. The quest was not failed. It was close there. I have to admit, it was close. It was close. It could have been lost forever. Who knows? I know, right, Warmonger? Like, quite often as well, I get the email of, we tried to deliver your package, but there was no one home. And I'm sat here like, I am on my sofa next to the front door right now. How? You didn't even ring my doorbell. You didn't even knock. Like, there was no attempt made. So, yeah. Can't trust them. I think most of their delivery drivers are goblins. That's why. They value speed. They get back on their motorbikes. They're trying to do a fast course rather than actually deliver the things. They just want to go fast, and then they want to go back to doing whatever goblins do in their spare time. Making potions, I guess. Creating explosives, yeah. Goblins love that. Motorbikes, explosives. If we're talking like World of Warcraft inspired goblins, they love explosives. That happens way too often with deliveries. They never even really try. Exactly. And I'm like, I never go outside. Where else would I be? I haven't been outside like all week. Where do you think I'm gonna be? Your package time is between X and X. Waiting by your front door. Your package was delivered to your neighbor. But there you go. I won real life GeoGuessr. It was fun while it lasted. It was quite fun trying to match up like which plants could be in the picture, and like ruling out different types of plants. I mean, you never know if like orcs or trolls have stolen your package in this part of the woods. You gotta be careful. You leave the vicinity of the elven treehouse and you're in the deep forest, so yeah, anyone could have it. DPD tend to be quite good. DPD is a 50-50. DPD is a 50-50. Like, either it's great and it's within the time slot, or you just never see your package again. Ever again. And good luck with the customer service, because you're probably going to be talking to a robot most of the time. Porch pirates. Indeed, they sail the seven seas. They steal your loots. Although I don't think we have as much of a problem with porch pirating in the UK as they do in the US. Apparently it's like a whole thing in the US. And packages are very often just left on people's porches in the US, which is not something that generally happens. Like, they're at least supposed to see if someone's in or try and give it to a neighbor before they leave it in the UK. But I've heard that porch pirates are rife. They're looting, they're booting, they're stealing everything over in the US. Do you want to be a porch pirate when you grow up, Moog? You'd be good at porch pirating. You would. You would. Yeah, they can't do that here. They must leave it with a person. See, that's supposed to be how it is in the UK, but it never is. First Moog hair on the squishy. It is blessed. Hey, Alex, welcome on in. Oh my, wow. Alex, the kid. That is a very, I can imagine a barbarian shouting that username. You have kittens? Yes, bring the kittens. There is one here. It's what happens when metrics, other than actually delivering the product to a customer, are closely monitored by management. In McDonald's, there was a while where I remember it was common to have burgers sit in the ready tray because they were marked as done before they were. Yeah, just give them the buns. That's all they need. I remember one specific time where I ordered McDonald's, or McDicks as it is fondly known in the UK, and it just never showed up. And then we basically found out the delivery driver had just decided that they wanted some McDonald's and quit their job. I don't know if the final straw was being asked to drive out into the middle of the forest for a delivery, and they were like, right, I was considering quitting anyway, but this is ridiculous. I have to go out into the deep wilderness to deliver food? Like, what is wrong with it? Okay, I quit the app. I quit. It was the final straw. I'm sorry. If you're out there, I'm sorry I did that to you. But Humes, we can't be complaining about delivery drivers. What small concerns these are when the whole of Garlemald is in peril. When people have died. That's why I'm wearing black dress today. There's my funeral wear. I'm paying my respects to those poor girls lying in the snow, clutching hands. That image of them lying there is gonna stay in my mind forever. It's never gonna leave me. And that tune, oof, the emotional damage is real. But Humes, in we go to Eorzea. The time is nigh for the MSQ. If this is anyone's first stream here today, we're doing Endwalker MSQ. This is my first playthrough. Emotional damage incoming, as well as big spoilers if you haven't played up to Endwalker, so shield your eyes if you ever want to play MSQ. Also keep in mind it is my first playthrough, so do try and restrain yourself from any backseatery. Try not to spoil anything that's coming up. Any question that I ask is always rhetorical. If I'm like theorizing about something, if I say, ooh, I wonder if is gonna die soon, because that would be really tragic. Please don't tell me, okay? Please don't tell me anything. Time to spoiler alert. I'm only about to enter Stormblood soon. You're speedy though, because you started not that long ago. So that's quite some speed. At least compared to Dawn speed. Dawn speed, I think it took me like 3 years to get to Stormblood. I'm so slow. We slowly appreciate the glory of the MSQ. It cannot be rushed. One does not simply barrel their way through this critically acclaimed story. Oh, everyone's always freezing to death here. It seems like they've started early today. Hello. Do you have hypothermia? Can you say hypothermia? I think they're dying. Well, you should have worn a fluffy hat. It's not my responsibility. You should have worn a fluffy hat and some Ugg boots, just like me. The song's so pretty. Fills me with peace. But there's also something kind of sad about this track. Bringing the violins and oh. Dawn, we did a funny in-game. Come and look at our titles once you get in. Have I got titles off? Traveler, Wanderer, Wisp. You're an Imperial nuisance. Oh, and you're bearer of the torch. I see. Bear the torch. Be the light in this darkness that never ends. And annoy the Garleans. I think that's a very important job. Be a general annoyance. Although this guy, who I only met at the start of last stream, he seems annoyed enough already. I don't think he likes me. He called me a sellsword. We said that I was going to come along, and also one of the twins was going to come along, and he was like, oh, so a sellsword and a child. Great. Thank you so much for your aid. So I don't think he's very appreciative. And he doesn't know who I am. Do you not know who I am? I'm a warrior of light. I'm also super cute. Fear me. Fear me. Moog has settled in for MSQ. We do have a cat on the lap. Can confirm. I apologize, Moog. Cat lap cam is still down in the kitchen from the cooking stream. It will return, but just so you know, the void is here. It is loafing. Well. I think I talked to everyone at the end of last stream, but I want to check. I know. This won't bring back Licinia or her sister. Taking the same risks, making the same mistakes. It's possible. But better to try than give up. Every time. Oh. So we tried to save them. But they didn't want to accept our help. Because they don't trust us. They don't trust any of us. I don't blame them. They've been fed propaganda their whole lives. How can they? We captured the boy as he was about to make off with our food. He must be very hungry to take such risks. Maybe we should give him something to eat? Reward him for his boldness. I remember talking to everyone. So we have... Magnai's just like, I have big axe. You need me to use? The lowly task of keeping watch over provisions would not normally befit the sun. But, these being unusual circumstances, I will let no man take that which is not by right theirs. I need Magnai to talk in a cutscene again, because I cannot for the love of anything remember what his voice is like. I think it is like vaguely some kind of accent going on, you know. Ah, little son. Tiny son. So cute. Probably not like this, is it? something going on in terms of his accent, but he's not like a Nordic. It's like something else. Like an Eastern kind of something going on. I cannot remember. Little Son does not like blokes nicking stuff. A Little Son didn't do much about it, so I'm not impressed. He sounds rough, but English but speaks without contractions. Okay, interesting. I seem to remember the accent being pretty neutral. You'll be received as invited guests, and so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. Your safe return takes precedence above all else. Remember this. Thancred, in particular, will be worried sick if you're gone too long. May the Fury watch over and keep you. Thancred's not coming? Where is Thancred? Can't even see him. Slacking, as usual. I think he's gone out to help the others, actually. I love how Julius says, "Are you and your children ready?" And Rogue is like, "Yes, I am. Here's my soul. Take my soul through the snow. It's safe with you." I don't know. We're about to go off on an unknown quest. Are you sure you want to give me that right now, Rogue? Thank you for 43 months. And welcome back. Good to have your soul. Are you and your children ready? I'll explain the route once we're outside the camp. If anyone attempts to follow us, we will judge it an act of hostility. We'll not hesitate to take appropriate measures. He's very angry. I would expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation. So there's a secret hideout where they're all staying? Apart from that other secret hideout that we found, there's another one? Off beyond the wastes. Oh, hello. Oh, I thought we were going for more of a long-distance trek. I bothered bringing Petey out of the stable. I would have just walked on foot if I knew. No one tells me these things. I love the snow theme. Is it the night theme? Is it actually night right now? It's clouds right now. Cloudy weather. Don't imagine they get much sun in Garlemald. This is just the general day theme. Even the day theme is very laid back. Alright, this is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over that hill, then follow the road until we reach Liminal Station. Children in the lead. I want you where I can see you. You scared of a couple of children? We do have names, you know. I'm Menace, and he's Alphino. And last but not least, there's Astariel. Astariel? Where have I heard that before? No matter. Alpha Node and Alisai will watch the road ahead while we bring up the rear. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers, so you're to run, not saunter, run towards the station. If you even think about going for your weapon, the deal's off. Should any creatures bar the way, we go around them. Ready to make a dash for the station? We're dashing? Okay. Duh! Over that hill, right? I can dash faster than you guys. This is a race. I'm gonna win! Oh, he's gaining on me! He's gaining on me! Oh, there's a bear there, so maybe go around. Go around! This must be the road he mentioned. If we follow this, it should lead to the station. Not the easiest of surfaces to run on. He said children first. I guess we abide by his orders. We'd better not draw attention. No, we better not. Shh, shh. Shh. Stealth, stealth, stealth. They'll never see us coming. Oh god, what is that thing? Oh, I hate it. Surely there can't be people hiding in here. Wouldn't we have found them by now? Okay, give the signal. Oh no. The tragic music is playing. What is that? This is it. The first stop, that is. Good. Looks like your friends knew better than to follow us. Are these your headquarters? No. We're stopping here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept your side of the bargain, we carry on. Okay. North of the station is Reggio Demorum, one of the main residential areas. Or at least it was. The afflicted roam the streets in packs. They'll tear us to shreds if given the chance. Keep close. No wandering off. Understood? Oh, he's gonna give me gear. How kind. Thank you. Oh. Another coffer to fill up my inventory. That's so kind of you. Thanks. From here, we'll be heading northeast. Keep to the left of the railway. While the route itself is straightforward, getting past the hordes unseen is anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. They would attack their own countrymen. Aye. They spare their own, but slaughter the rest without hesitation. Though we'll try to avoid detection, the chances of sneaking by are completely unnoticed is slim at best. I will lead the way, but in the event we're seen, you're to fight them off. Those two will follow us, provided they can refrain from drawing their weapons. While I doubt they'd be foolish enough to stab their guide in the back, I will not take that chance. With that said, let us proceed. Why are you so scared of them? Why are you not scared of me? Am I not intimidating? What is it about me that doesn't scare people? I don't understand. I am so scary. He's not worried about me stabbing him in the back. Why does he think I'm a cinnamon roll? Excuse me. Wait, are we going in that doorway? Alice? Alphino? You said follow the tracks, right? Where are you gone? Why didn't you wait for me? So rude. Ah! See? You left without me and now you got into trouble. I'm not even surprised. Hello. Glory to Garlemald. Damage to her enemies. Glory be. Stop that. You'll be done for as soon as I remember my AoE rotation. Yeah, take that. Yeah. Why are they not helping me? They're just standing there like lemons. Hello? Next thing you know, they're gonna start saying, glory to Garlemald. Oh my god, that would be so horrible. Imagine if one of the twins turned. That, oh, I hate it, but I also love it. That'd be pretty cool. But horrible. Of course I don't want that to happen. God damn it, we're perfectly capable of holding our own. Yeah? We must stay alert. Yeah, alert, like noticing when we're being attacked by two guys at point blank range.
Highly recommend. Keep your eyes peeled, twins. Who knows what might happen? They were told not to draw weapons, I guess. But then, like, why me on my own? Surely they could have helped a little bit. Like, they could have, like, poked them at least. Question: when will your merch be available? Like my merch? Like my merch? We have done several like limited runs of things. We had I think the last thing we had up was the hats, which were embroidered by one of the Wisps actually, who runs a side business, who shall remain anonymous. But they got in touch and said they do embroidery stuff, and they did the Alliance sigils in hats, which was really, really cool. But yeah, generally I only open for like limited run stuff, just because I want it to be good quality stuff that you'll actually use and isn't just like something slapped on a t-shirt. But I would love to put some stuff back up, just because we have like the Wisp Wave design, and we also have one of my favorites, the Familiar design, which is me in little witch hat and Moogle with all the flowers and the cottagecore stuff going on. That's one of my favorite designs, but I'd love to do that as like a full t-shirt design. But yeah, at some point, I'm astonished that people even want merch. So yeah, basically let me know what kind of stuff you'd actually want. I know there have been some voices for a while who've been clamoring for the return of the pins. The pins I love too, but with the pins the only thing is, basically because it's a supplier where you order in bulk and you like pay for the production and they make them and then they get sent and then I send them out myself, it's a bit more full on. And also you have to like give them the gill up front and then do all of that. And I find sending stuff so stressful these days. I love sending out merch stuff and like letters and little sticker packs and stuff, but it's gotten even harder since all of the new EU regulations. So it's really difficult for me to package stuff up and send it directly from the Elven Forest, because they're now like demanding stuff like you have to put a return address on it and you have to be an operating like business in order to sell things, and it's always a pain in the ass. But I'd love to put up some more simple merch, just like, you know, with a design on a t-shirt or whatever. And I hear very good things about, I think it's Fourth Wall. I think their quality is really good. There's a few streamer friends who use them and have recommended. So soon, TM, basically, if you guys want it, I'll make it happen. But yeah, let me know what kind of stuff you would want. I think like there is some merch stuff where I'm like, okay, but is this actually like useful in your daily life? Like, is it that do people actually want this? I don't know. Mugs are always good. Oh yes. The Elven Lembus Toast mug, which was a long time ago, I drew that design. I have it on a mug. It's still surviving after like 6 years. Elven Forest mugs. We need plush Moogles. I think I'd get in trouble with Final Fantasy. Well, unless it was just a Void Cat version of Moogle. Yeah, Void Cat version. I want that Resident Evil map. I've got it right here. I've got it literally right here. I'd buy that. Yes, that'll be 1 million doll hairs, please. It is Dormus but original. It includes the squirting room. If you haven't seen the Resident Evil playthrough, that's going to make no sense whatsoever. To be honest, even if you have, it doesn't really make that much sense. But yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the thing as well. If you are coming to DreamHack, I will bring as many goodies as I can to DreamHack. And if you see me, it's like a treasure hunt. I'll give you some merch stuff. I've got some like stickers, some War of the Wisps magnets. I don't have many left, but I have literally like a couple of the rose gold pins. So those might be like the top tier loot, like the first like 3 to find me. I'll give you the rose gold pins. But yeah, I'll bring some stuff along, because that's easy. Like, no sending required. You just have to come find me and then hand delivery. You have to meet me though, which is horrible. So it's a shockingly subpar experience for everyone involved, but you do get much out of it, so there you go. I honestly looked into coming to DreamHack in Birmingham, but my schedule said no. Coming all the way? I feel so responsible when people come to a convention in the UK from other countries. I'm just like,
there's so much pressure. I really want this convention to be good, but obviously, like, I'm not involved in the organization of the convention, so I don't know what's actually going on. I hope it's gonna be good. I've never been to a DreamHack. But yes, if you're coming, it'll be lovely to see you guys.
But a long rant to say, merch soon. TM again, if you guys want it. Let me know. You can pop it on Discord as well. Anything that you're like, I want that as merch.
I did used to draw quite a few of our merch designs as well. Some of the OG merch was my own artwork. No certainty on Berlin yet, Dawn. I think it's a no from me, because, like, I didn't enter the whole lottery thing. And I don't think Square Enix are doing, like, a creator program for it, as far as I know, because a lot of other people who are, like, big Final Fantasy creators also entered the lottery, so it doesn't seem like they're going, oh, here's a ticket, which is very fair of them, because obviously there are really committed players who have signed up for the lottery, and it always feels a bit scummy if a company is just like, oh, everyone had a chance of getting a ticket, but you get one, you know? So probably not for me, just because, like, gold for, like, flights and hotels and all of that. We're trying to be sensible, aren't we, Moog?
Yeah, we're trying to be wise with our gil. If I win the real life cacpot, yeah, I'll be there. But I'm trying to be good with my gil this year. Right, Moog? Moog's like, why haven't you bought me treats? Is that due to the gil shortage? Yes. Yes, my dear, we're impoverished. Yes, we can't afford treats. We must save. Yes, indeed.
I'm entertaining the possibility of showing up and getting bored in 2 hours. That's why I didn't go for the giveaway. Oh, in DreamHack? Yeah. I don't know what's actually going on, because it's tricky because they can't say very far in advance exactly what's happening, because it takes time to firm up plans with companies and which exhibitors are going to be there. But at the same time, like, if you're going to go to a convention, you kind of want to know, okay, what games are going to be there? What is there going to be to do? But it's difficult because they can't until, like, last minute confirm which, like, celebrities are going to be there, which games companies going to be there, what game previews you get to play, what's going to be there in terms of merch and stuff. So it's always a balance. It's always a balance. Oh, KupoCon I've heard about as well. I've heard it's good. Isn't there one in London as well for KupoCon? But I haven't been to a convention in ages, so I'm mostly just looking forward to seeing everyone. Because, yeah, I haven't been to a con since... I think it was FanFest. Was that 2 years ago? Was it 2 years ago? I think that was the last one I went to. Like, big convention. Moog, do you mind? I actually can't get to my mouse right now. You're so rude. How close to London FanFest did they contact you about setting up for that? I'm trying to think. It was fairly last minute, but then again, like, it was in the UK and they know I'm a UK creator, so I think it was like 2 weeks before. So yeah, but then if they asked me 2 weeks before about Germany, I'd be like, no, I don't think I can do Germany with 2 weeks notice, especially because flight prices, but yeah. Hey Julius, you coming to DreamHack? He doesn't seem keen. He doesn't seem keen for some reason. I see why your comrade chose you. Julius, our contingent has a cure for the afflicted, or tempered as we call them. Your people would need to be taken into custody that we may administer the treatment, but they would eventually regain their sanity. Is that so? For all I know, your treatment would simply force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they are no longer our people. They're beyond saving. Those who thought differently and tried to reason with them were butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, we have to keep moving. Still doesn't trust us. Don't walk into the monster. God. I have my hotel all sorted now for Germany, just need to sort out a flight. I'm sure there'll be a Wisp gathering at FanFest Day. You gotta take pictures, do some real life glam shots. Oh my god, they got into trouble again. Okay, well, Now I remember why they're standing there like lemons. I forgive them. They're not allowed to draw weapons. He's also testing us. He's trying to make sure that we are capable in combat. Right. Oh, the death sounds, my god. Looks like we're not being followed. We'll continue onward. I think he's making us do it too because he can't bear to. He's acting like it's a test, but it's just because he can't put them down. Which is sad. Oh, these ones are already dead. Great success. I meant what I said. These people deserve only death. I stayed my hand before only out of a desire to remain undiscovered, and that is still the higher priority. We should continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. Keep following the railway. I don't know if I believe you, sir. My god, there's an actual railway here. Does this mean I get to go on a train ride at some point? Can we have a boss fight on a train? That would be so cool! That would be amazing. Oh, imagine if you like jump between platforms and jump onto different trains. That would be amazing. These things are so cute. Please don't attack me. I just want to look at your weird face. Why? Why? I told you I was just observing. This is a nature documentary. I don't want to hurt you. It's like a cross between a greyhound and a deer. I'm a scientist. Stop. Thank you. So rude. So rude. The nighttime track is like therapy. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep. It's so relaxing. Ah! Stop! I was enjoying my ASMR nighttime theme. Why do you have to be like this? Thank you. It's probably because my Uggs are made out of slaughtered tigers. Skin tigers. Oh, more of them. Oh, these ones are different. Oh! Oh, I've never seen them look like that before. Am I playing Baldur's Gate? This... It's very, very mind flayer. But they're not exactly like tentacles, they're kind of crystalline, they're like horns. Weird. Look at what they've become. Would you still stand there and claim that they can be cured? Those exposed to a vast quantity of Primal's aether may suffer severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it. Now that you've seen these monstrosities for yourself, perhaps you'll think twice before speaking of a cure. But I've also seen people cured. If only we could show them. Then they'd believe us. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? 10 tickles! You should tell that joke to Julius. I think that would cheer him up. I think he'd appreciate that. I've not seen the man smile at all. They say laughter is the cure for the mass murder of your people. Not even mass murder, like mass mind control and them slaughtering each other. So, yeah, more dad jokes is what we need. That's what they say. Yeah, that's how the saying goes. We're almost there. You've kept to your side of the agreement, so I'll keep to mine. This way. They keep disappearing. They're cheating. I can see that Twitch wants to play an ad, so I might just let it. I'll let it do the thing, and you won't miss anything. Don't worry. Enjoy your ad purgatory. In the meantime, I guess we're just loitering here on the corner. Yeah, Julius is just mass teleporting. He's just trying to convince me to get into exercising. I have to do the steps, but everyone else gets to instant teleport. How dare. How dare. Alright, the ad is going. After this ad is done, there'll be no more ads for like 50 minutes. We'll be saved. We will be saved. I feel like Julius is going to be a main character. How can he not be? Because he has voice acting and he has really good voice acting. So that's usually a sign that, this is a major character. Unless I'm wrong and they kill him horrifically in the next 20 seconds, which they might. Like just a massive spike through his abdomen, which falls from the sky, out of nowhere. It did show an ad. Never seen it ask me to show an ad. Maybe I should have viewers first. What's this? Oh, so yeah, there's the ad tracker on the Twitch dashboard. So it'll come up and it'll be like ad starting soon. And then you can basically snooze the ad. You get 3 snoozes per, I think it's per hour. Or you can choose to like play the ad. And unfortunately, the ads have to happen, but we try and manage it so that no one misses anything. Them pesky ads. I hope you get a good ad at least. I get the Audible ad over and over and over again. And the Just Eat ad. I think it knows me too well. It's like, you're tempted, are you, to order delivery tonight? Yes, I see that. You want to buy more books. Yes, you definitely want to buy more books. Yeah, you have to be an affiliate or a partner to get ads. So, there you go. There you go. I think you just don't get it. Well, you get ads, but you don't get a choice over it unless you're an affiliate or a partner. I think if you're not partnered or affiliated, they just happen, like, whenever. Like, you don't get to choose a schedule, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember, because back when I got affiliate, I think that was even before they had, like, ads on the platform. So it was a long, long time ago. I cancelled Twitch Turbo just for March to reach a savings target quicker, bracing myself for ads. You're strong. We know this game. You can do it. Recently subscribed to YouTube Premium because I actually got it during the partnerversary because I wanted to play Baldur's Gate ambience in the background when we were reading the lore books on the chill stream, and I didn't want to have like random Jet2 holiday ads in the middle of our ASMR. So I subscribed to YouTube Premium and now I can't go back. I can't go back. It's just too good. It's just too good. Like, you just click on a video and you can watch it. What is this witchcraft? But it's so much more expensive than any other platform premium, but it's so good. When is the get-together about the book? I need to put Paul up. But we have had, from the book club, at least like 4 or 5 people say that they have either finished the book or they're going to finish it this weekend. So I think it'll be next week. We'll see which day the book council decides. Don't think non-affiliates get ads on their channel. Really? I didn't think Twitch would like miss any opportunity to milk some extra money out of people. Like, I thought they'd just slap them on, and that was the benefit to being an affiliate, that you could say, oh no, I want them to play it at this time. But yeah, surprising. I thought they'd just put them wherever possible. I get some random German perfume ads in German. I'm not German. I don't speak German. I don't even live in Europe. But you love German perfume. Yeah, they know everything. Bijou is always covered head to toe in German perfume. It's the best. It's the best. What can I say? Does it include YouTube Music still? It does. So now I'm like, okay, this justifies it because I don't have to resubscribe to Spotify, so I can use YouTube Music instead. So I'm keeping it for now. This is Tertium, one of Garlemald's largest stations. It now serves as our headquarters. And I've already sent the twins ahead. I'll be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. Where are the twins? What did you do with them? Who's this? Are you okay? She clearly has no intention of speaking with you. She doesn't trust me either. But they're not attacking me. Oh my god. Oh, they're playing that music again. Oh, turn it off. It's reawakening memories. Oh my... The whole of this place is just so incredibly Soviet. My gods. Like, even the lighting, the very kind of blocky grey structures. It's all very, very industrial. Can I talk to any of them? Here we have Merchant Mentor Junkmonger. He seems surprised to see me. He clearly has no intention of speaking with you. But I know your name, sir. You can't hide from me. What you gonna do with all that junk? Give it to me. He clearly has no intention of speaking with you. The mender is very fancy, though. He's the only one that doesn't seem incredibly depressed in this entire place. At least he's got some fashion game. Let me guess. He clearly has no intention of speaking with me. Okay, I get it. Everyone hates me. Sure, don't rub it in. He clearly has no intention of speaking with you. The shade. You seem kind of cute. Like, you wanna... She clearly has no intention of speaking with you. Are there some people dying over here, or are we just kind of existing? Oh, crying. I'm hungry. Well, they didn't have an intention of speaking with me, but I overheard it, so that counts. Oh, you're so small. My wife. My daughter, too. They both what? You can talk to me. Sorry, I've been starved of attention for a few minutes. No one seems very chatty here. Tell me all about it. What have your wife and daughter been up to? They both what? They're both out shopping? Everyone's so friendly. I'm sure it's something good that happened to his wife and daughter. The Aetherite's not responding. The one time I go to actually touch the crystal, and it's not working. Interesting. This is so weird. Worth remembering that the Garleans, while not able to use magic, have always been very technologically advanced. Yeah, like they're far ahead of the rest of Eorzea when it comes to all of this. And the way they do their lighting even. And the train system, that's not something you'd see in Central Eorzea either. In Garlemald, Aetherite controls you, indeed. Submit to its will. It's plain to see why they chose this as their base of operations. They could have done a lot worse. Even so, I imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed. And if Julius was willing to make the perilous journey to Camp Broken Glass in search of food, their own supplies must have all been but exhausted. They may have shielded from the wind and snow, but it's still bitterly cold. Much like Victor's spoils, it must be a constant struggle to keep their people warm. Lower your voices. While you may be here as my guests, the others will not take kindly to your presence. My command is in the locomotive, over there. Locomotive, come mobile home. It's multi-purpose. There are train tracks in Eorzea, though we never see actual trains on them. I think the closest that we've come to an actual train system is in Shadowbringers, like the trolley system thing that runs throughout that zone. That was the only time I've seen people actually using a tram or a train system like that. Is that a chocobo? What is that? Excuse me? Praise the trolley! Trouble with the trolley, eh? Don't ask questions. Well, the chocobo is ready for space, so I'm just gonna say it's looking good for the space bingo. It's looking good for the space bingo. If the chocobo is going to space, maybe we're going to space. Aye, hello there, Commander. Oh my god, is that a beard? What the hell is that beard? You look, I don't even know how to describe how you look. You look like some kind of... If there was an Amish guy who was also in Star Wars. Like, it's a full-on, like on the neck kind of beard. Hello? Your fashion is impeccable. I'm loving the rough collar. I need to see this beard in HD, so please come into a cutscene with me. Oh my... He's got hair flick going on here as well? I will deal with you in a moment. Oh, he's gonna deal with us. Oh no.
These are their chosen representatives.
I forgot Julius was quite so, I don't know, not completely cockney, but there's something going on there. If this man does not talk like Soviet
Very well.
leader...
Let us hear what they have to say.
Elmar is very important here. Oh, there's
Yes, sir.
no Soviet whatsoever going on.
I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Vankina, legatus of the 1st Legion.
Owner of a very fine beard.
The first? I had no idea you had survived.
They've been mentioned a lot, the First Legion. But they were wiped out, right?
We lost our
Completely.
emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye.
Oh, he has a great voice. I would follow him into battle.
In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
It's Discount Ganon. I can see it. I can definitely see it. It's Ganon's little brother. Calamitous
we have no intention
backgammon.
of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable.
Oof. It's so sad when someone doesn't believe in peace. Not because they don't like it as an ideal, not because they're greedy, because they've seen the depths of like human depravity. And they're like, yeah, it never works out. War never changes. People never change.
driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps. 'Twas only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned.
I can't believe we've been painted as the villains this whole time, and they believed it.
Conquest and Empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varys understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here.
Would you like to see our resume? We've been through several expansions of helping people in need.
Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit.
Or what do you think they want at this point? There isn't anything left to take from this place.
If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat.
So is he saying, oh, they'll only steal our technology afterwards, they'll use us and our advances?
And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
Have you perchance heard of democracy? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. When there's not corruption at its heart, it's all right. It's certainly better than following an emperor blindly and believing all of his lies.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference, to make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that. What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want, what you hope for.
Aww.
So much blood has been shed, so much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it?
The twins doing so well on the spot to make a case. If I was there in real life and I had to respond to what he just said, I don't know if I'd know what to say. I'd just be like, oh, we're nice and stuff, promise. But they're so collected and so thoughtful. And so, I guess, like, you don't expect two people who come from such, like, a privileged background to be able to feel for other people in this way. And, like, they were very different before MSQ. Alfie especially was very, very different through everything he went through in MSQ. The thing about effective propaganda is that it's based on an atom of truth, and it grows more insidious from there. Exactly. They are wise beyond
Can we
their
not work
age,
together
indeed.
to face our problems as one?
Nice armchair, though.
Answer me this, young peacemakers. If a world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald? Is it because we do not share your faith? That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not? Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils.
I hate that he's kind of right in some ways.
That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope.
The victor gets to rewrite history after all.
It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter.
That is a very cynical view, but I guess when you've been through all of that, you grip onto it because it's the last thing you have left.
You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you if you cooperate.
Oh, great. Are we being imprisoned? Great.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition.
No talking of this peace and happiness and rainbows bullshit. I don't want them to get ideas into their head. How dare they? They must be miserable like me. Trusting no one forevermore.
Collar them.
Oh, collar? Oh, wait, is it going to suppress our magic?
What are these?
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock.
Shock collars? What? Okay, as a side note though, it does look kind of fetch with that jumper, Alfie. Like, yeah, it will deliver you a really painful shock that might incapacitate you, but it adds a nice little something to the cream jumper.
Stop. Keep away from that one.
Oh yeah? Too scared to touch me?
The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed.
What are you gonna do, break my legs instead?
Even if she allowed herself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If she refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
You bastard. My children.
You needn't worry about us.
Yeah?
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Okay. I hate how chill they
Even
are
now,
with this.
you
They're
still-
used to it after this long.
Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
We're going to melt your icy, icy heart. It might take time, but we'll get to you. With our ooh-woo bullshit, our fluffy, squishy ideals. Trust me, you'll come around. Because even the most bitter adversary may one day see reason. On the coldest, blackest of nights, meager though it may be, we must share the warmth of our fire. Because we're all just out in the snow trying to survive at the end of the day. The world is a lonely, bleak place. And what is it if we do not live together? Yes,
Share my light, share my warmth. We are all one in the end.
Could you not?
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I have a lot of feelings, and most of the time they don't stay inside. Quintus, can I tell you about my friend, Lord Hotifart? Yeah.
You will be their warden. Take them away.
Yay, prisoners!
Yes, sir.
We'll get him in the end. It's really cool to learn more about the Garleans because they've always been mentioned in the story. It's always just been like, here come the evil guys, the Garlean theme is playing, ooh, the Empire. And especially in the main part of like the beginning of A Realm Reborn, it felt very cardboard villain. Because I didn't really know much about them and they'd just kind of swoop in on their airship and do evil shit and then fly away again. So we didn't understand any of the reasoning for why they hate us. If there was even a reason, we weren't given it. So to have all this expanded on at such a late stage is really clever, actually, because you think, oh, they're the bad guys. But now we're coming here and we're realizing everything they've been through and how... I guess a lot of them just never knew. They're just very sheltered here. Propaganda has been pumped into them. They're very naive, some of them. And just hateful. Yeah, exactly. Cardboard villain. Dawn, you bought into the anti-Garlean propaganda? I did! They wore scary armor and they swooped down and evil music was playing in the background. So that was clearly an attempt at propaganda to make me hate them. And yeah, for all intents and purposes, they just seem like your standard villains. In A Realm Reborn, it was pretty black and white, but now they've blurred the line. And it's difficult because you want to just shake them and be like, no, we're your friends, but actually no, terrible things have happened between us for a long time. And I don't know if they can just forgive us for that and we can't forgive them, but what hope of a brighter tomorrow if we can't start anew? Anyway, good news, right? If you look upon my bingo board... wound / kidnap / fake kill Alice / Alfie, right? Does this count as kidnapping? Cast your votes in chat. Does this count as kidnapping? Technically, they are being kidnapped. Technically, we are being held against our will. No. Oh, are you saying someone has to die for it to count? Alright, I'll wait until someone gets wounded. There's inevitably going to be a cutscene where he says, do this now, warrior of light. And I have to do something horrible that I don't want to do, and the twins are being threatened, and then one of the twins tries to run away and gets shocked. And then I'll hand in my bingo. I'm calling it now. Redemption theme is looking good though. If we can convince them that actually, you know, we're not as bad as they believe, and that there is a way forward, and they can let go of all this old hatred that they're holding on to, then redemption theme is looking likely. What was Magitech Oxford for? Basically, I said that the main theme of Charlayan, I predicted would be like a magical Oxford. And chat let me have it. Chat let me have it. For Charlayan. I mean, there's libraries, they're all academics, they're all very well-to-do, very posh. So they let me have it. It was loud, after great discussion. You two okay? It does worry me how chill they are about this, because it shows what we've put them through in MSQ. That they just accept it, and they're like, it's alright, we'll work something out. Everything always turns out fine in the end. Probably won't die. Also, if they were going to humiliate them and put these collars on, they could have at least given them red and blue collars. Rather than making them both wear red. We both know that we have a blue and a red twin, so they could have at least had some respect for the colour scheme going on here. But no. As per Lord Quintus's instructions, I'm to supervise you during your time here in Tertium. Before you ask, no, I don't have a key or any other means to remove your collars, nor would I tell you if I did. And if you try anything, you'll soon wish you hadn't. So, do you truly intend to speak with the others, or was that merely a ruse?
We're in no hurry to disobey Lord Quintus, if that's what you mean. Or perhaps you doubt the wisdom of his decision?
Do as you will, but remember, I'll be watching. If I catch wind of you doing anything untoward, trying to trick our people into turning their coats and the like, these shock collars will be the last of your worries. Understood?
Though we're somewhat compromised, to put it lightly, let's not waste this opportunity. I suggest splitting up and learning what we can make of this situation. And above all else, don't use magics of any sort.
Does that count for me too? You, on the other hand, may go wheresoever you wish, even outside of camp. I know full well I couldn't stop you if I tried. But do not forget, if you do anything that endangers us or our interests, Alphino and Alice will pay the price.
I hate it. Great.
You heard what I said. Don't make me repeat myself.
I was just wondering if you wanted to share any of your dark backstory, which you clearly have.
No? Too soon? Too soon? I'll see you in an emotional cutscene then, Julius. You wait your turn.
Ooh, who first? Who first? I was wondering if Octavia wanted to talk to us.
It seems like, Queso? Say so? Either I'm making it sound like it's a short version of quesadilla, or I'm like, well, if you say so. Can you tell me how we pronounce your name, please?
I'm just gonna call you Blondie.
You came with Julius, did you? Well, whatever business brought you here, you best keep your hands off that aetherite. It's deactivated, but I'd rather you didn't mess about with it. There are others throughout the city, built by Garleans for Garleans. Could teleport all over in the blink of an eye, provided there was a terminal nearby. These days, however, we use the aetherite's power to keep this place lit, and that comes at the cost of its normal function. Oh, they're sucking all the power out. I see. It's a hard C. Queso. So it is like quesadilla. Queso.
Where's Daddy? You mustn't worry, darling. I'm sure he managed to escape.
Your dad's dead, kid. Your dad's dead. Aww. These look suspicious. I don't know what they are. Some manner of radioactive street rat. The Garleans have clearly been doing experiments. A sentient watermelon? I won't question it.
Hello, Moogle. Hello, Puppet. You okay? Yeah.
Moogle, what's the time? It's 7:43. Yeah, which means 15 minutes until food, okay? You know how to tell the time. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, it's soon. Soon, but not yet. Yes.
It's liquid cheese used for dipping tortilla chips into. I didn't know what queso was, but now my life is changed. So there you go. We know what the queso means. Oh, now you want to talk to me. I see how it is. I know who you are. The so-called champion of Eorzea. Come to gloat, have you? I'll wipe that smirk off your face. By the blood of our fallen compatriots, I swear I'll... Ugh. Ah, damn. Tore the sutures. All the times. The worst of the lot within striking distance, and I can't even muster the strength. If it weren't for the third bleeding us, we'd be the end of you. Vergilia's treachery nearly cost Lord Quintus his life. We made our escape, took shelter in a mansion, tended to the wounded as we prepared to strike back, and then... night fell, and we gathered around the radio. Then the roar. The terrible roar. The capital was in chaos, but we were spared. If you can call this mercy. Mind intact, but body broken. A soldier in name alone. I'd cut you down where you stand if I could. Murderer. Well, he seems nice. You want to talk again? How it must pain Lord Quintus to see our proud legion reduced to this. My suffering, my regrets. They're nothing compared to his. Lovely man. Do you want to talk to me now? Oh, he does. The material stored here is the property of the First Legion. If you think we'd share it with the likes of you, you're very much mistaken. We've not the resources nor inclination to assist the likes of you. Begone. I think they like me. The radio. Can I change the channel? Can we have, like, some nice pop hits instead? This is a bit depressing. It's reminding me of what happened last stream. Could we just not? The radio is the same model as the one used at Victor's spoils. Perhaps it is what saved those soldiers here from being tampered. It interrupts the frequencies from the 5G towers, you see. It's all science. So cold. The young soldier is on the verge of losing consciousness. Slap him. Wake up! Wake up! If you have hypothermia, you should never go to sleep, okay? That's the rule. If you feel sleepy, don't close your eyes, even just for a second. It might be too late. He's not even responding to the slapping. Oh well. It's you! Astarial Whisper! I served under Lord Gaius in the Legion. I was there the night the Praetorium fell. You and your adventurers. You killed them. My comrade. I thought she was excited to see us at first. You killed them. My comrades. My friends. Swept them aside in their dozens, as though they were nothing to you. And maybe I am too. Just another faceless enemy to be cut down. But it won't be long until our countrymen return. Until you get what you deserve. Mark my words. It was a long time ago, okay? That was at the end of A Realm Reborn. I was a different woman. That was many, many years ago. Can't it just be water under the bridge? Plus, you weren't really doing yourselves any favors. You were the stereotypical bad guys. Through and through. There was even, like, scary, intimidating music that played whenever you came on screen. So can you really blame me? When she was like, "Ah, it's you, Astariel." I was like, oh, she likes me.
I was so hopeful for a second. You and your friends! You rushed into battle! And slaughtered everyone I know and love. Great. Thank you. You're so welcome. Ceruleum and other necessary materials are in short supply. I'm not sure how long we can last on the stores we have. Ah, the classic Soviet bin fire. Warming. Very cost effective as well. Not sure it's elfin safety approved though. Something else in the train carriage, I think. Oh, the wounded and dying. Hey, Alfie. Oh, I was gonna try and help. I don't think they'll let you even touch them, Alfie. Did you learn anything of note? Everyone hates us. Well, then your findings are consistent with my own. Their plight is desperate indeed. The sick and injured are at greatest risk. Without warmth and proper nutrition, I fear they will soon perish. I realise there's precious little we can do for them at present, but I cannot bear to see them suffer. Please, will you help tend to them? I mean, I'll try. Again, I don't think anyone's gonna let me even talk to them, let alone touch them. Hey, what's wrong with you? You look fine. You're still conscious? What are you doing here? You're wasting resources. How much longer are we going to be stuck down here? This is no way to live. You can come to my camp, if you like. It's so cold. And probably hasn't had a proper meal in days. If only we brought some food with us. Perhaps I could use a little magic to... No, I mustn't. God, this is so frustrating. Oh, I can't even heal them with magic. Because of the collars. No matter what may betide, I've my daughter. And that alone shall keep me from succumbing to even the darkest of nights. For how long, though? I hate to say it, but she's not looking great. My cat will heal her. The magical cat butt. Go, Moogle, go. Wave thy magic Moogle pom tail upon thee. It's not looking good. Poppia. I've never been this cold or hungry all my life. While Garlemald was built on a frozen waste, the city itself was always a warm, inviting place. Now, all we once had is in ruins. Oh, this one looks particularly bad. Oh, that one's done. Someone get the mop. We need to clean this up. It's gonna jellify soon. That's what happens. When falafels die, they almost immediately begin the jellification process. And before you know it, there's just goopy, pastel-coloured slime all over the floor. Such a mess. Flavius. Who are you, Flavius? Who's there? My eyes, I can't see all that well. Oh, thank you. The numbness has subsided a little. But I don't know. I know I won't last much longer. You should look to the others who can still fight. Give them my ration. It's a nice guy! This is what we need. Selfless guy. He can help us, He'll see that we're just like him. If me going hungry means someone else lives to see another day, so be it. At least I can still serve in that way. Flavius, come with us. We need you to be a main character. You're going to convince everyone else that we're nice. Would you stay with me a little longer? Hold my hand. Yours is so much warmer. He doesn't care that I'm a stranger. So those you met fare no better? I was afraid you'd say that. I know we were warned against meddling in their affairs, but we can't leave them like this. Perhaps we might gain permission to have the contingent deliver supplies. Quintus may have had his feelings on the matter. Oh, Quintus may have made his feelings on the matter quite clear, but even he must recognize they're not in a position to refuse help. Maybe Julius could persuade him? Though we'd need to persuade Julius first. I'll go have a chat with him. I will offer to trade my Mooglpom hat. That must be worth its weight in gold here. Not that it's very heavy, but still. This worth a fortune. I'll trade you. You look good in it, actually. Well, seen enough. It's a lovely place. Lovely people. Very, welcoming. Julius, the people here barely have enough food and fuel to survive. Have you and the other soldiers been able to procure any more supplies? We've been scavenging for provisions from the nearby houses, as most families kept, some stored away in the event they were snowed in. Still, going out and getting it is dangerous work. We've a lot of mouths to feed. Fuel is the greater concern, though. We've had some ceruleum set aside. Well, until it was stolen. We haven't identified the culprit. Could have been the other refugees, or one of the afflicted for all we know. Either way, we're down to the last dregs. Without the heating they need, those in poor health are only going to get worse instead of better. If it's ceruleum you need, our contingent has secured a ready supply. We can have some sent over. Don't want your stinky fucking ceruleum. Leave us alone. We'll not accept your charity. If we can hold for a while longer, the situation is sure to change. Aye, everything will change. Stop with the emotional damage music already. Oh my god. Just a little longer. Just a little longer. You can't keep going forever like this, though. It's all gonna run out, and you'll just die here. They're literally just surviving for one more day. Just one more day. Everything's gonna get better. Who are you waiting for? Who do you think is gonna come and save you? No one's coming. One of your comrades mentioned something along those lines. Those mysterious countrymen of yours, I assume. You think they'll come and save you? Heard something of it, have you? Well, from what I've seen, there's little you can do to interfere, so there's no harm telling you. One of our scouts spotted a hooded man issuing instructions to the afflicted. Or, in the bastard's words, loyal servants of the Telophori. I think I know who that is. Then he made his way inside the Imperial Palace, or what stands in its place. We'd identified the seat of the enemy's power, we realised. Lord Quintus dispatched a messenger to the Legion saying as much, and instructing them to join forces with the provincial legions, to prepare for a combined assault on the Telophori. Once our allies arrive, your contingent will be sent running for the hills. Then we'll reclaim the capital by our own hand. And how do you intend to survive in the meantime? At this rate, many of your countrymen will perish long before reinforcements reach Garlemald. They need help now. Say the word and we'll bring you ceruleum. He doesn't want it. They won't take it. Such pride. I'll speak with Lord Quintus. He's actually going to? Really? They don't want to owe us, though. So, did he agree to it? Thought so. No. He'll not place Garlemald in the debt of our enemies. I knew it. I have, however, been ordered to search for ceruleum outside. As you're under my watch, you'll come with me. Very well. After all, many hands make light work. He seems so disgusted. He's like, how dare you be cheery? I hate you.
You're a lot more trouble than you're worth. Once we're outside, you'll follow my instructions to the letter. We depart shortly. Toxic positivity.
Many hands make light work. If we work as a team, we can get through this together. And we'll make it into a competition. The person who gathers the most ceruleum can have a sticker. It's going to be me, Julius. You better put in some effort.
Love how he's so done with us already.
Have you never seen someone smiling? Ever? In your existence? Have you never witnessed that?
What? Stop staring at me like that.
I radiate positivity. I can't help it.
I'm also the savior of the universe. What about it? You want to go, Julius? But Humes, I think we'll take a little break. I'm going to feed the void, and then the adventures shall continue. You might see an ad, but don't worry, you're not missing anything. Be right back. Can people tell some jokes to Julius? Like, I want him fully cheered up by the time I get back. Oh my gosh, guys. I think you did it. I saw Julius just smirk a little bit. He didn't quite laugh, but the corner of his mouth lifted. So it's a good sign. I think he's enjoying the jokes. He's laughing in his head, if not outwardly. But welcome back. I return once again. I still can't get out of my head that this music, it just sounds like an Animal Crossing cover of a Soviet theme. It just is. It just is. KK Slider version, exactly. KK Slider is responsible for this musical masterpiece. The Animal Crossing universe exists within Eorzea. In fact, that's what it's in the deep south of Eorzea, is the Animal Crossing island. That's what's there. Julius just doesn't look impressed with me at all. Sir. Julius finds himself in the somewhat bizarre position of leading ambassadors of an enemy contingent on a salvage mission. Somewhat embarrassing position as well. We'll begin our search for the ceruleum in Regio Urbanissima. Fancy names, fancy names. Do note the quest name on this one. His Park Materials! Okay. I know there's been some disagreement on Magitech Oxford, alright. But this is the ultimate evidence for Magitech Oxford. Look at that. His Dark Materials pun. There you go. Oh dear. The first location is Forum Soleus, a park to the northwest of this station. You're to remain close at all times, and act only as ordered. Follow me. If you say so, sir. Why is the quest accepted theme so loud? My god! Trying to give me a heart attack, Final Fantasy. Oh! Speaking of heart attacks, Moog is very close to the power button on the PC. Just gonna put the protective, there we go. Protective notepad on there. There we go. Now nothing can happen. Wake up, Garlemald. The sun is shining and it's time for another wonderful day. Where's Daddy? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Sorry, I'll leave. The sun never shines in Garlemald. Only the snowy wastes. The only snow angels are those left by the thrashing dead and dying. Lovely place, though. I'm enjoying the music. But it is grim. I wasn't expecting Endwalker to be this grim after going from Charlatan to this. Oh, it's just so dark. Come on, Petey. Let's add some pastels to this wasteland.
Pay no mind to the Soviet space program Chocobo. I keep seeing him everywhere I go. He's just there. He's just watching. I wonder if he has rocket boosters on his undercarriage. Tragic music once again. Oh my gosh.
So, this is the park. I'm surprised they found space for one amongst all these buildings.
Actually, the recreational areas came first. The houses were later built around them. A healthy society requires communal spaces for children to play and adults to socialise. This park was named after the founding father of the empire, the great Solus Zos Galvus. Great guy.
Did we come to extract ceruleum from the wrecked Magitech armor?
No, we've already drained it dry. Same goes for the rest of the machina in the vicinity. But as our ceruleum has been stolen, we must scour the city for every last drop. And while I don't expect to find anything here, I've decided to try one more time, in case something's been overlooked.
I see. Then, with your permission, we'll commence the search. Don't wander too far.
Also, is it like a radius thing on these shock collars? Or is it something where they can press a button and administer the shock? Because how are they going to know if we stray a little bit too far? If they've not set up a little perimeter, then, you know, we could wonder a bit more. Oh, information board. Wow. They really did care about recreation, didn't they? It seems like the typical thing that, at least in the UK, if they're going to build a new housing area, they have to have a plan for what they're going to add to the local community. So they have to add like at least one park or enrichment centre or some kind of like natural area of beauty they have to put in if they're building some big housing district or industrial district. It very much seems like that. Like they're like, oh yes, it is essential. It's scientifically proven that it improves the psyche of the people to have recreational space. Can I point out that we're giving explosives to a prisoner of war that is highly motivated to cause harm to Julius? I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, the more explosives, the better, right? I don't imagine there'd be much need for Magitech in a park of all places. But then again, I was raised in Garlemald. Oh, I was going to say, you were raised in Garlemald? Plot twist! I wasn't raised in Garlemald. Thank you, Alfie. I thought you were about to reveal something harrowing about your past, that you, like, actually you're not twins, and actually, like, your mother was Garlean, and you were kidnapped away to Charlayan. Anyway, he actually said, I don't imagine there'll be much need for Magitech in a park of all places. But then again, I wasn't raised in Garlemald. They may have uses for ceruleum that I've yet to consider. Or maybe there were like children's playthings that were powered off ceruleum. Like a swing set that was powered off ceruleum. Merry-go-round powered off ceruleum. A cursory inspection of this wrecked Magitech armor confirms that the fuel canisters have long since been drained of ceruleum, as Julius said. Don't tell me I was right. Oh, and the play sets. What was this? This, whatever it appears to have some symbolic meaning relating to this park. Even though the place is named after Solus, it doesn't seem to be a statue of him. Well, at least not anymore. Maybe it was once a fountain, or somewhere the man himself used to sit? Not that it would matter, even if we knew. But I can't help wondering. It's got to have been a statue. Or maybe like... I don't know, this reminds me of almost a greenhouse. Plants would trail up here very beautifully, surely. Maybe a great fountain. Like a cerulean fountain. Doesn't seem very safe though. It's a shame we never unlocked your sightseeing log for this expansion, so you could have gotten to know a little bit more lore about this area. Sightseeing log? What's that? Chat's probably going to be like, Dawn, we've told you about this so many times. Do I collect stamps? Are there themed postcards? Children's slide. Can I have a go? The contraption is built in the style of Imperial War Machina, armed with a battery of weapons and capable of transforming into different configurations. But, on closer inspection, it appears to be no more than a children's slide. They start them young in the Empire. I can just imagine children clambering up and down, screaming with delight and shouting, "It's the end of you, you filthy Eorzean!" Yeah. Is that what they call us? Oh, lovely pond. Probably very radioactive at this point. Probably. Ironically, we haven't told you about this feature. Okay. Well, the game has never told me about it, so it's not something I've naturally found in the MSQ. Once you unlock sightseeing, and you unlock the log for an expansion, a type of collectible will appear scattered throughout the zones. And when you interact with them, they'll give you a snippet of lore about the immediate area you're in. Well, that's pretty cool, but it has to be after the MSQ, and then you revisit the zone to find all of them. Scavenger hunt. Julius ignores you as he stares at the water in silence, as if searching for something he knows has gone and will never return. He remembers it in its heyday, maybe. How long ago was this all destroyed? Like, it's not within his lifetime, is it? Really? He would have been very, very young. Regio Urbanissima. Ugh, Slopomus Isimus. Ugh, disgusting. You can do them alongside the main story as well. Ooh. Sorry, I almost went too far. I hope the twins didn't get shocked. I hope fairly... There's been so many wars though, that's the thing. I'm like, which war was this destroyed in? War never changes, but we just keep on fighting. There was a cutscene in Shadowbringers showing all of this area still intact. The one with Justinian and Gaius on the street corner. Yeah, I guess, because they were in the city, weren't they? Destroyed only recently, really, when the tower in the centre of the city began its work, and conditions resembling civil war ensued. I just didn't know whether it was like the whole city at once, or whether it's like slowly over the course of many years. The whole thing has been going to ruin and they've just been like surviving on the outskirts. She touched it, chat. I was distracted. I wasn't paying attention, that's why I touched it. If I was paying attention, I would have purposefully ignored it. It's your lucky day. Night-night, Nicola. Sweet dreams. Think not of the frosty wastes of Garlemald. Several points of interest are marked on the map. The pond,
the children's play areas. To your knowledge, however, none would require the use of ceruleum. Interesting. Is there like a water purification? Shop counter. Maybe they sold ice cream here in the good old days. Though rather small by Garlean standards, the structure is reminiscent of a merchant's stall. Perhaps it was built for children to play at shopkeeper. There's nothing inside resembling Magitech or any other devices that would be fueled by ceruleum. Ceruleum ice cream machine? Aww. Found anything, Alfie? There's something else down here. Oh, now Julius wants to talk to us. You are also a giant, to be fair. What do you mean? I'm a perfectly normal height, right, Julius? He's just short. I'm not tall. Oh, it's you. Any luck? You seem so happy to see me. There's no sign of any ceruleum. Hardly surprising, but disappointing nonetheless. I couldn't help noticing you gazing at the pond. Is something the matter? What? Yes, I mean... No, it's just... I used to bring my brother and sister to play here. The pond was heated to stop it from freezing over. So like all the other children, they just had to wade in and splash about. Would have stayed there if I didn't drag them out. We'd be sopping wet when all was said and done. Every time. And every time when we get home, Mother would scold us, saying we'd catch our death walking around like that. The pond was heated. Ceruleum! Heated by ceruleum? With a ceruleum-powered heater by any chance? Oh, I suppose it must have been. Come to think of it, I remember seeing engineers changing out a tank beneath the hatch. That was a long time ago, when the water still flowed clear and wasn't this brackish muck. We can't see a thing, and I can't remember where the hatch might be. With the machinery most likely broken, the amount of filth in there is probably the only reason it hasn't frozen over. I'd wager it's still unbearably cold, though. Julius, what are your thoughts on magic? The average Garlean would jump out of their skin if they saw it. But the first had a few foreign signiferi and medici? Oh. The first had a few foreign signiferi and medici. So, doesn't scare me. Then I take it you won't mind if I employ a little now. Alphino, as you have a knack for finding dry wood, why don't you bring me some? Once that's done, a blast of the fire should do the trick. Oh, I've got fire if we need it. Leave it to me. Music's so good! You're not planning to go in there, are you? Of course I am. That tank isn't going to fetch itself. It's nothing so involved as extracting unprocessed ceruleum from a frozen lake like how the tappers do it. We're talking about a shallow pond in a park. And we have a way of warming ourselves up after. But that's insane. So, fancy a dip? You bet, let's go. I love it so much. Like, it's like hope condensed into music. I don't know how they do it. Like, I feel immediately roused into action. And I feel like there might be a hope for a better tomorrow, you know? The song is called The Dawn of a New Era. Of course it is. Of course it is. Like, this whole section was just so bleak, and now it's like this swelling of joy. There is hope. There is always hope. You can find it in even the darkest of places. DJ, thank you so much for your soul. I will take very good care of it. 4 months of glorious immortality. A little friendly competition might make things interesting. Last thing we need is you catching a cold. Step aside while I drink the pond dry. Hey, that way we'll find it in no time. Full of all sorts of radiation. I'm gonna say it though. I want to see what Alice says. Scrumptious. Garlian milkshake. That may be the stupidest thing I've heard in a while. And that's saying something considering who my brother is. I can't fault your enthusiasm though. Let's do it my way first. And if that doesn't work, perhaps then you could try your method? With Alphino's help. We'll just get a couple straws. Delicious. It seems like the most effective method. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Neither can I. Oh, so many points of interest. Maybe it'll be frogs again. Maybe frogs will reappear. Who knows? Never know what you're going to find in this expansion. There we go. I'll let the alert come through now as well. Glorious elven pipe to complement the glorious Thunder Fantasy music. But welcome back. Your soul is safe with me.
Eyes emoji. Eyes emoji.
Eyes emoji. Eyes emoji. Did I hear that the primals are at download? I also heard this, which is really cool. I don't think they've ever performed outside of FanFest. So this is big. Like, this is them in a mainstream music festival. Tickets are gonna be so hard to get though. Like, I would try, but I don't know how good my refresh skills are. It makes me so stressed. Anytime there's like a big concert that I want to go to, or a big event that I want to go to, I'm just like, oh my god, I'm on the page. For the Baldur's Gate 3 concert in London, I was responsible for getting 4 people tickets for that. And I have never felt more pressure because they were all at work and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get the tickets. I'm gonna do it. And there was a moment where the page reloaded and it looked like I was on the new version of the page where all the tickets were gone. And I thought, oh no, I failed, but we did it. Everyone got to go to the Baldur's Gate concert in the end. Yeah, I hope they'll do another Baldur's Gate concert because it was incredible. It was really, really cool. And having like the original artists on stage as well. I saw the price of download. It's out of my reach. Oh no. How bad are we talking here, Kalai? Is it bad? D&D live at the O2 this year as well? Yes! Yes, I saw that a few people I know are involved with it, and I was like, yes, slay! Jasper, who I met at the Baldur's Gate 3 event in Ghent, Jasper is going to be on the stage and like doing DMing for that. Imagine that, like D&D at the frickin' O2 arena. That's crazy cool. I was looking at it and I was like, I wonder if I could go. I wonder. Tempting. I think it's October this year. Jasper's so good. I met him at Insomnia. Jasper's lovely and like so passionate about D&D. And just like so friendly and so welcoming. I remember being really nervous at the Ghent event because it was the Larian Panel from Hell event. I was in another country and like, and it was one of those rooms that I walked into and I was like, I do not feel cool enough to be here right now. And like Jasper's just so fun to talk to. And Jasper's wife was there as well. And they were just really lovely. And just like, you know when you meet someone you're like, damn, like they are just so, I don't know how to describe it, like so genuinely excited and passionate about this thing, and they are gonna do big things. Like, just the level of, I don't even know how to describe it, just that like special sparkle, right? When you meet someone like that and you're like, yeah, you're gonna do big things. And surely enough, involved with Critical Role, been doing all sorts of crazy big DMing stuff to do with D&D. So it was meant to be. It was meant to be. Are we talking about Jasper? Yeah, we're saying nice things about Jasper. Should we start bitching nice things about Jasper and how talented Jasper is? Good. God forbid someone clip this and send it to Jasper. Talented motherfucker. And then they also were involved in an event in London last year. My brain is farting, so I can't remember what it was called, but it was another D&D event. And I couldn't go. But I hope I can go to the next one. I don't know whether the D&D event in London is like an evolution of that, or whether they're both different events still. Is this the evolution of World Layer becoming the D&D festival? Or are they still separate things? World Layer is still going to be the same thing. Okay, cool. But yes, proper D&D festival in London, in the O2. What the heck? What is this world that we're living in? It used to be so uncool to play D&D. You used to get bullied if you played D&D. And now Dungeons and Dragons is selling out the O2 Arena in London. If you needed convincing that like this is an okay timeline, there's some evidence for you. There's all sorts of things going on in this timeline, but at least D&D is now becoming mainstream, and people love D&D. During this year, I'm not taking no for an answer. Oh no. Quickly, teleport me there. Yeah, now apparently being a nerd is cool. What is it? You delve into the murky water, but come up empty-handed. To add injury to insult, the icy wind on your damp clothing chills you to the bone. I am chilled to the bone, oh no. Causing damage over time. Oh, it doesn't do that much, I'm not dying. It's not proper hypothermia. You delve into the murky water, but come up empty-handed. Once again, you're chilled to the bone. Does it stack if I try and go for another? Hope not. Yeah, come up empty-handed again. Ugh, it stings. It burns. There's only one point of interest, so surely it has to be this one. Surely. Beneath the water, your fingers catch on what you think might be a handle. Oh, what's that noise? You open the hatch and retrieve a ceruleum tank. Yeah! It's also invisible, so that helps. It makes it lightweight. Easy to carry. However, your grand discovery comes at a great personal cost, as you become acutely aware of the freezing cold and the rancid odor emanating from every ilm of your body. Judas will doubtless feel compelled to pinch his nose shut when you deliver him your prize. I'm stinky. I half thought we were going to open some hatch door and there'd be like a frog king that we had to fight or something. And there would be a whole cult of frogs who had taken the ceruleum as their holy offering. And were praising the ceruleum. And then there'd be a dungeon down there. It would be very Final Fantasy. Yeah, Maweep. Like King Maweep is down there. Just chilling. Holding on to a barrel of ceruleum. For dear life. Did you find anything? I hope you did. I did! Uncovering hidden treasure is an adventurer's bread and butter, though one is not so normally required to go elbow deep in ice-cold stagnant pond water to retrieve it. Nevertheless, many would choose that over mowing down hordes of slavering beasts or solving annoying puzzles. Yeah, true, I'd choose this over any fetch quest. That's it. And there's still some ceruleum left. Ugh, fire's still not ready. Hold on, I'll give Alphino a hand. Are you starting to like us, Julie Wooly? Jules? Are we gonna be friends, Jules? Aw, also, this loops back very nicely to what they were saying about warming around the campfire together. Well, what I said, actually, it's what I said in the cutscene is, you know, we can only lend the warmth of our fire in such dark times. Call me an old darn because by fire reborn, and my clothes are mostly dry now too. Oh, by fire she's reborn. I see. I was like, excuse me? Call me an old darn because by fire I'm reborn, and my clothes are mostly dry now too. I appreciate you recovering the ceruleum, but I wish you'd taken the time to discuss the plan with me beforehand. Despite the way you've been treated, in Lord Quintus's eyes, you're still envoys deserving of protection. If you were to die on my watch, he'd be most displeased. Your concern is duly noted, but all's well that ends well. Judas, you mentioned coming here with your younger siblings. Did you grow up in Garlemald? I did. Not far from here. My father was an accomplished researcher in his youth, and for his contributions to the Empire awarded an estate. We lived well. Better than many. What was Garlemald like in those days? Everything. It was everything you could imagine. And so much more. Even during the coldest winters, we always found warmth and comfort at home. Coming in from the snow, taking off your coats, sitting down for a hot meal with the family. Visiting friends and relatives, receiving the same welcome. Knowing they had everything they needed. Walking down the street, seeing the lights in all the houses, hearing the faint sounds of laughter and song, of happiness. And although the summers came and went all too quickly, in that brief respite, the ice would melt, and the forgotten grass would make its triumphant return. So they do have summers here. I didn't know if they ever did. Brief summers. Grey clouds gave way to blue skies. Some mornings we climbed to the top of the tallest building we could find to watch the sunrise. Never again. Those rooftops are rubble. Those friends are dead. And those memories. If I could reclaim even a fraction of what we once had. Soon our chance will come. We just need to hold on a little longer. He really believes that. Or at least he's lying to himself. Soon. Soon! This song is called Sacred Bonds. It's the song that plays when the cabbage was kicked all the way back in A Realm Reborn. Excuse me, the cabbage? Which cabbage were we kicking in A Realm Reborn? Was this of vital story importance that we were kicking cabbages? I've no memory of cabbage kicking. I did not commit this crime. I had nothing to do with it. Alright, now that you've recovered from your escapades in the pond, there's another location I'd like to search. Just outside the park. everything he loved is gone. Everyone he loved as well. I can see why they cling on to what remains. 'Cause can you imagine just losing everything? And so quickly as well. Part of the reason why I was like, wait, when was this whole place destroyed is because I thought there's no way that, like, almost overnight, all of this crumbled. Everything. But that's what happened. I just noticed the spiked tower actually looked like it was sprouted up amongst the sky. I thought it was part of the city at first. There is a very big, very spiky tower back there. Seeing this place, it's chilling to think that this expansion released at the very end of 2021. Only a few months before all that stuff. Yup. And thinking, is there any hope that the world can ever go back to the way it once was? I remember thinking that way and being like, no, this is like very reasonably, this isn't me being over the top about it, very reasonably, like everything has changed forever and maybe going outside will never be normal ever again, and maybe we'll never be rid of this and we'll always have to like live in fear of this thing and our lives will be controlled by this like forever. So it's crazy to sit here now and think, oh, that's all over. Because there was a time where we didn't know if it was ever going to be over. And that was the really hard part about COVID, was it wasn't just, oh, you sit in your house and don't do anything. How is that difficult? It's the mental load of like, will anything ever be normal again? Will it ever? I guess that's kind of what Julius was going through. Holding on to hope, though. As you can see, this place is littered with the remnants of various types of war machina. While my comrades and I have already recovered the tanks from the less damaged units, those that took a more severe beating are harder to scavenge. We decided to save those for another time. That time being now. Rather than prise them apart piece by piece, it'd be quicker to remove the outer casing using compact explosives. With luck, we'll gain access to the tanks without rupturing them. Explosives? I love explosives! Oh, 2021. Oh, all that stuff. Yeah. There's so many things that I'm like, okay, which world event was it? Which horrible, harrowing world event was it? And like, the fact that we're having to be like, wait, which one? Oof. Yeah, exactly, Emma. I think a lot of people forget that as well. And people who are immune compromised, you're still really, really careful, and it's still not over because it's still out there, and there's still new strains that are developing. Exactly. It's okay, I think Porksies can heal it. We'll just get a few more Porksies. They can heal anything. They can heal the Garleans, and I'm sure they can heal COVID as well. And soon we'll find out why Garlemald is truly in ruins. It's because Dawn loves explosions. I mean, did you see me during the Gortash fight? I love explosions. Fireball solves all the problems. Though the force generated by these devices is relatively weak, I'd advise you to stand well clear to avoid being hit by any shrapnel. Before even bothering though, you should still check the Machina's ceruleum gauge to see if there's any left. It should still provide an accurate reading, even when the unit itself is inactive. If the gauge is broken, I'll let you decide whether to use an explosive or not. Should you need more, come to me. You're giving me the explosives? You're giving the children the explosives? Okay. Okay. Understood. Let's get to work. Oh, it's Alpha now. Understood. Let's get to work. It's been a time for many reasons. That's why I'm glad to have places like Dawnstream to get some respite from what's happened. Hopefully, we can be your little forest home away from the woes of the world. I hope so.
But yeah, can like major world events just stop happening? Can we just chill for a bit? Can we just chill? That'd be great. We just little pause. Press the pause button on harrowing major events for a while.
According to the ceruleum gauge, this unit's fuel tank is empty.
Blow it up! Oh no, don't waste the explosives. That's what I'm supposed to say. Yes, don't waste the explosives. We have limited resources. As much as I just want to blow things up just because.
The ceruleum gauge on this unit appears to have been broken, giving you no way to determine how much fuel it may hold. So what you're telling me is... Gamba. There's a chance.
What are the odds? I'm gonna do it anyway. Of course I am. Gamba! Duh!
After successfully removing the war mech in his outer casing and retrieving the ceruleum tank, you find it completely empty. How embarrassing.
Oh no, he's gonna shout at me.
You wasted our resources. Good Garleans could die because of you. As if you hadn't done enough damage already. You bitch.
It's broken. He says he's gonna let me decide. What?
Look, I gambled the last time and it didn't pay off, which means, therefore, this time, I have to win.
It's the gambling rules. I have to win this time.
After removing the war mech in his outer casing and retrieving the ceruleum tank, you find it to be completely empty.
Julius, I'm out of explosives. Can I have some more? I'm sorry.
Need some more? Here. I've a fair amount of explosives to spare today, but tomorrow is another story. We can't afford to waste them on units with nothing to offer, so be sure to check the gauge first. Of course, if the gauge is damaged, it's up to you. You make the call.
I did make the call. Unfortunately, it was completely the wrong call. You shouldn't trust me with these things.
Okay. I guess because they know people are lazy, they made the first few ones next to Julius empty.
Oh my gosh, they're on the move! War Magitech has come alive once again.
Oh, there's sure to be ceruleum in that one. Wait, let me take it down. Come here, you. Come back. Come back. Is this World of Tanks? Empty, empty, empty. No. This looks good. I have a good feeling about this one. The gauge is broken. Fine. Do it anyway. I gotta go a bit closer, but do it anyway. Surprised me the enemy didn't aggro you. We have reached an agreement.
Yes! The Gamba! It paid off! It's still half full!
Oh, or half empty, depending on one's perspective.
I think the Garleans would say half empty. Eorzeans would say half full. Alice and Alphinae would say, oh, it's half full. And he'd be like, oh, blast, half empty. It's nearly gone.
Well, it's something after all. Oh, I better not go too far. Oh. Twins have got those bomb collars on. It's just reminded me of a really horrific Netflix series that I watched. It's kind of like Squid Games, but in real life and set in Tokyo. I'm trying to remember the full name of it. Alice in Borderland, I think it's called. It's really good, but really, really grim. But yeah, they're shot collars, thankfully, not bomb collars. But in this, it's kind of like, it's Hunger Games crossed with Squid Games, basically. And yeah, if they fail, bomb collar. There's one particular like challenge they do where everyone has a bomb collar on, and at any time it can go off. Like, mentally prepare yourself if you're going to watch it, but it is really, really good. You will binge through the entire series. More explosives? Wait, is that what I think it is? Yes. Yes. You've done it again. Truly, luck is on your side. With this, we should be able to refuel quite a few of our heaters. It's time we headed back. Wait here while I go and see how Alice A and Alphino are faring. I wouldn't trust the twins with explosives. They've probably freed themselves already and they're leaving. I do be a binger of shows. Recommend. Recommend. It's almost horror though. Very dystopian. Hello? Is anyone there? Oh, they're bonding. I think it's working.
Finally escaped the watchful gaze of your keepers, have we?
Is this Tancred? Hello?
Don't react. You'll only draw attention to yourself. Just carry on as you are and listen.
Wait, how is this working? Did you put a chip in my brain?
After you left with the Garlean lad, Lucia bade a few of us scouts follow you at a discreet distance. We observed you'd been led into the station, but decided against venturing inside.
Good, I'm glad you didn't.
When you emerged sometime later, and we saw that the twins were sporting Magitech collars, it was clear what had taken place.
Indeed.
Now, as quietly as you can, tell me everything.
Man, there's some shit going down. There's a guy with a really weird beard in there, and everyone's really grumpy and everyone hates me. But we're gonna go find Cerulean. That's where I'm up to right now.
The Legatus himself, eh? Now there's a surprise.
Indeed.
This is also the first I've heard of a plan to join forces with the 10th and storm the Tower of Babel. An interesting development, and perhaps the opportunity we've been waiting for.
Can we convince them to let us help? Storm the tower with them?
Our comrades back at the camp also received some rather promising news, but it's still too early to get our hopes up.
All right.
For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them.
Okay.
With luck, this will all be over soon. Until...
Sorry. Sure hope you didn't say something important just then.
They had not gone
I didn't mean to
far.
double click. I think I just hung up on Tancred. Not talking to you anymore. I'm angry. You broke the plan. Ugh. You just hung up on him? Yeah. I leave him on red all the time as well. Constantly texting me with weird ass emojis.
We searched high and low, but no luck, I'm afraid. I might have guessed you'd be the only one to find anything.
I am the protagonist, after all. Have you not realised at this point?
I wasn't expecting much to begin with. Eventually, there will be nothing left out here for us to safely salvage. For now, this will have to suffice. We should return to the station.
I can't work out his accent. Is it a Brummie? Or just like a vaguely northern accent? There's something going on there. Either way, he always seems very concerned about everything. I think it's implied that Tancred was doing his invisibility trick. Oh! But why was it, like, weirdly echoey?
Ah, there you are.
I guess it's the
Heard you've gone
cloaking,
hunting
right?
for cerulean
It muffles
above
it.
ground. Brought back a king's ransom?
What's that?
Hardly. But thanks to these three, we have enough to last a little while longer.
See what he said? Thanks to these three? See?
Well. It's not at all as I was expecting, these ones. For savages, they seem positively docile.
Well, they're docile whilst they have collars on. Can't let them off the lead, that's for sure.
It's a poor attempt at humor. In all honesty, I'm grateful for your efforts. But even with another night of warmth, there are those among us who may not live to see the morrow.
I would have loved if Alice A just like tilted her head and then went, oh, Like barked like a dog. Yeah. Or growled. Growled like a dog. That'd be great. That would really freak him out.
I trust your expedition was fruitful.
Hello there. Quintus. How are you?
Lord Quintus!
Use what you procured to refuel the armor.
But, sir, what about the heaters for the camp?
You know who he reminds me of? Granddaddy Lavalier. Very much reminds me of him. I think it is just the presence and the voice. That and the sweeping white hair. Also, they have that in common.
The time for action is upon us. My men and I have matters to discuss. In the meantime, you are to wait here. Do not forget, you are being watched.
Hard to forget. I'm not privy to their counsel. Alright then. Wait. The random guard was Jonathan Bailey? What?
The time for action. What did he mean by that?
He fooled me! He got me! I didn't even notice! God damn it, it's almost like it's acting.
I can only speculate. Clearly something requiring their magitech, given what we just heard. Whether they plan to utilize it now, or after they join with the 10th, is another question.
Don't think they have many people capable of fighting in any case.
Will they ever escape this cult? Return to and reclaim the idyllic spaces of which Eula spoke?
That was quick.
Finished your war, Council?
If this was Aortha, it would have taken at least 2 hours. Why you look so sad?
Alphino and Alizé are to stay here as our prisoners. They will be released once your comrades have relinquished their supplies and withdrawn from Garlean soil.
What?
Until our terms are met, they will be detained at a separate location.
We said we could help you. We meant it. Let us prove it.
After everything we've said and done, this is how you treat us.
I'm so sorry. I'm smiling because kidnapping is on the bingo board. I'm such a horrible person. Please get kidnapped. It's on the bingo board. I need a full bingo. Please don't take them.
Our allies have but limited
Stop.
supplies. They may stave off cold and starvation for a short while, but what then?
No, don't do it. No, don't do it. He won't do it.
For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them.
Do as he says. Everything will be all right. Have faith. Everything's gonna be okay, all right? We'll sort something out. We always do. Is he going with them, though?
Get them out of here.
No, he isn't. I was gonna say at least if he's their jailer, then they have a chance. Because he's sort of sympathetic to them now. We shared a fire together. You smelt my pondus. Can't we be friends? Well, well, well. All fun and games in Garlemald. And they're keeping them as leverage. In case they refuse to leave. Which they will. They will refuse to leave. So what the hell are we gonna do? And now stream is over with the cliffhanger. Has Dawn joined the Garlean forces? Yeah, I'm gonna join the Garleans now. For the twins, I'd do anything. I'm guessing they want me to fight with them because I'm clearly very, very powerful. Sorry, kids. Mama needs her bingo. We gotta survive, kids. We need the bingo subs. You'll be fine, my lovely children. You'll be fine. They wouldn't ever touch a hair on your sweet heads. You sell too much merch, alright? Have faith in that. Squeenix will preserve you. Be strong, my children. They're fine. They're made of strong stuff. Also, they're so cute and so kind that any guard they have watching them is gonna slowly be turned to their side. You can't resist their charms. They're very persuasive, those two. Plus, Alfie was on debating society. Master debater, Alfie, after all. Can I have my bingo? It's like a reward. I feel sad. Can I have a bingo, please? Let me find the right one. Wound/kidnap/fake kill Alice/Alfie. And not only have we got one kidnapped, we've got two. It's a wombo combo. Whoop 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 whoop. Kidnapping. Let's go. Okay. I've got to make a new bingo cross for this one because I thought this one was so unlikely that it would never happen. So I didn't even make it its own bingo cross. There we go. Ooh, ooh. Oh no. That line is looking good, but then there is walk around Amarot in that line as well. Which feels like Emmett Cope once again. So that might have scuppered me on that line. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We've got Danny coming back as well. 36 months of glorious immortality. Welcome back. I will keep your soul very safe, even with these pesky Garleans around. Don't worry. It's not getting kidnapped and sent away with the twins. Oh, Brian.
So rare that I get to do this in person. Glad to catch a stream, Wisp Comfy.
Yeah, thank you for being here. I'm glad we could kidnap you, even for a while. We do love a good kidnapping. Oh, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. They're always fine. I don't even know why I'm worrying. They'll be absolutely fine. What are we going to do in Charlene if we don't have the twins? Of course they're coming back. Everything will be fine. Yes, there is a whole corner for Emmett Cope. Indeed. Bottom left and mid. Indeed, indeed. Heidel and Evil are a bit dodgy. It's not looking probable now. Because she appeared and she was very nice. But, I mean, she could still be a bit dodgy. No one is completely good or completely evil in this game. I've been holding that hiccup for a while. Oh no, yeah. If Emiliance knows what happened, she'll be heartbroken. She'll be fine though. Alpha No and I say will be fine, providing they don't resist. Just don't resist. Everything will be fine. Don't resist. What is top middle? Oh, that's a theory. Nothing's confirmed, but I have some evidence. It's shaky evidence, but there's some evidence. Some. You'll accompany me back to your camp, where I'll meet with your leader and present Lord Quintus's demands. Before we depart, however, there's something I would ask of you. Assuming your contingent complies, the supplies they surrender will need to be transported here. That task falls to Legionnaires Marcinellius and Octavia, who will pilot Magitech armor to your headquarters. You're to inform them that we're leaving shortly. Tell them to ask the ill for further details. In those words. Once you've seen to that, meet me by the exit. Ask the ill. Ask the ill. What does he mean? A Julius Caesar quote, really? Is it like a code word? What do you want with me? Ask the ill. Ask the ill. So Lord Quintus has reached a decision. I knew he'd understand. He would recognize the savage is a ruthless, merciless creature, and to defeat him, we too must be uncompromising. I am ready. In the name of Emperor Varys, for the glory of Garlemald, I will fulfill my duty. She's nice. She loves us. She's our biggest fan. Alea iacta est, the dice has been thrown. Grumio est in Metella. Sextus Pinus Erectus. Those are the only things I remember from learning Latin, okay? Like, those are the only things that stuck this whole time. I wish I could remember actual useful phrases. The most I can do is, like, sometimes decipher something that has a Latin-inspired origin. I'm like, oh, that probably means this, because of the Latin meaning this. But I don't remember anything actually useful. Yeah, all Roman numerals. Chat's gonna call me out again that, like, every time they mention, like, the 10th Legion or the 5th Legion or the 6th Legion, I just skip over it. Look, I know the rules for Roman numerals, but somehow, when it's there on the page and I'm reading it aloud, I can't do it. I hate Roman numerals. There's a reason why we call this game FFXIV Online, okay? FFXIV Online. That's the official name. You again. Oh no, he's coming. He was especially nasty. Ask the ill, he said. He recognizes that. So, that's to be the way of it then. After all this. How ironic that you should be the one to deliver the news. If those are my orders, then so be it. For the glory of Garlemald. Is this just code for kill them all? I really hope it's not. They seem far too happy about being asked to go and do this. So I'm suspicious. Execute Order 66! Indeed. Very Star Wars of them. But yeah, to be fair, what would be the advantage of letting everyone leave? Why would they just let them leave? When in their minds, they'd go back. They'd report to their leaders what had happened, and then come back with an even greater force. That's what they think we're gonna do. Thancred. Psst. Psst. Thancred, are you here? Wait. Fuck's sake. He's somewhere around here, I know he is. The sun is shining though. A new day dawns. The spiky tower fills me with joy. Don't give up hope, Judith. Have you done as instructed? Their duties involve more than the transmutation of supplies, don't they? What do you mean by ask the ill? I know something's up. Duty is rarely a simple thing. We have been given additional orders, though whether we'll be required to follow them depends entirely on your contingent. Okay, so if they refuse to leave, kill them all. This is better than even if they do agree to leave, kill them all, I guess. That's something. You and I are in this together now. Like it or not, we have to cooperate. There is one other matter. A place I'd like to visit. On the way to your camp. It's a short walk from here. Follow me. Is it gonna be his home? His old home? I bet it is. He's soft and squishy, really. I knew it. I knew it. This place is huge. Ah! Oh, it's making little tinkly noises. Hello. You can follow me if you want. No one defeats Petey, though. Well, there's so many of them. Morosco? Oh, they're like little wisps. They're like those firebomb things in Eorzea, but the cold version. For the glory of Garlemald. Glory, glory. Not so sure I believe that. Give me a moment, please. Inside his house. Julius lingers by the ruins, reluctant to leave and reluctant to stay. Unable to move on. Think it's what we think it is.
This is my home. Our home. At least it was until that night. I was with Lord Quintus when the capital fell, and thus spared. My family, who did not own a radio, were less fortunate.
I'm sorry.
When dawn came, I made my way here. My parents, my little brother and sister, they were still inside. But they weren't themselves, and they tried to. And I had to. I'd promised to take them away from the capital that very morning, to somewhere safe, to hide until the fighting stopped.
Oof, can you imagine the guilt as well of then finding out that they could have been cured? And now we're showing up and saying, oh, we have a cure for them, we can make them better again. And he knows he had to put them down. And he'll forever be blaming himself.
I promised. The Garlean flag bears a chain. The bonds between our countrymen.
My emotional support animal has showed up just in time. Thank you, Moog.
A red link at its center. The blood of the fallen. Our loved ones who lived and died for Garlemald.
And that's why they can't move on. Because so many have already died. And it seems like it would dishonor them.
But if she too fell, who would be left to remember them and their sacrifice? What enduring proof would there be that they were ever here? If we had turned to your gods, would they have saved us?
I don't know. They're kind of useless sometimes, honestly.
I'm sorry, forget I spoke. We should go.
It's no use.
Yeah, just relax. You're not going anywhere.
Believe me, I do not enjoy being here any more than you. But she wanted us to play along, so that is what we will do.
Oh, in a cold metal cell. Oh. Oh, come on. Have a cuddle. It's science. Body warmth. Oh.
It's so cold.
Yeah. That little shiver animation. One thing I'm really noticing in the MSQ is how, like, they're adding really small details. Like, wrinkles, like, appearing in between someone's brows when they frown, and, like, little facial animations. Really subtle things, but, oh, it makes such a difference.
Painfully so. Unbearably.
I've been thinking about what Quintus said. About why no one would accept Garlean rule. Irreconcilable differences. When coexistence isn't an option, only conquest remains. Varys at Gimlet said much the same. Only by uniting the world beneath a single standard would we rid ourselves of the Ascians.
And Gimlet Dark, yeah.
United as one people. One race cleansed of imperfections. A cold and unforgiving vision. And when we fail to live up to their standards, what place is there for us in their world? But the truly sad, truly frustrating thing is how damnably similar it all is to the lofty ideals of Father and the Forum.
No one's ever good enough for them either.
Non-intervention. Always non-intervention. Protect our knowledge and our people, and to hells with the rest of you. And yet, I can see how it happened. Varys and Father looked to their elders for guidance and took their virtues as their own. But for this world was of their making. In who else could they place their trust? All of us lost in a sea of chaos. Searching desperately for purpose and meaning. But it shouldn't just be an extension of another's. It has to be ours. It has to be.
Or the cycle just continues, and we do what our forefathers did.
We all have a stake in this world. No one should be silenced.
I won't deny that we lack the experience of people such as Father or Quintus. Perhaps they've come to see the world as a series of problems, and the most efficient way of solving them, to reduce everything to fundamental forms.
Because everything's too complicated.
A stone is a stone, a cloud, a flower, no more than that. Simple descriptions that strip the subject of distinguishing characteristics.
And emotion.
A man is a man, divided according to race, creed, or allegiance, and to some, defined by such associations.
Is that what you think?
In my misbegotten youth, But what I believed wisdom was no more than aggressive ignorance. I've since learned to look beyond the banners and the politics. To see people as individuals with their own hopes and dreams.
Yeah, and the ability to, like, put himself in others' shoes is something he took a while to get. Like, oh, would I be of the same opinion if I had grown up in this place? Actually, maybe I would be.
As for my dream of building a better world, well, every day I'm reminded that it is far more complex than I had ever imagined. But it only spurs me onward, to find the wisdom and the strength to see it through to the very end.
The moon!
All of our supplies and an immediate withdrawal. These are your conditions?
Come on, Judas will stand up for what's right. I know it.
Demands. And you forgot about the airship. Once again, you will leave one behind. It will be used to return the prisoners. Their collars will be removed prior to the exchange.
So in the end, not even Father's expertly worded rhetoric could deter you from your chosen course.
Huh?
Not that I thought for a moment that it would. I've no love for violence, of course, but ours is a cause worth fighting for. I just wish he'd realize it too. Sometimes the only way to protect the ones you love is to take a stand, to refuse to suffer in silence. I want you to know I share your conviction. Whether it be on the battlefield or in the debating chamber, I won't back down. I guess what I'm saying is...
You've found your own reason to fight.
Yes. Yes, I have. God's willing, there will come a day when we can finally lay down our arms, and there will be peace.
And peace is her reason.
But not until the Telophoroi have been defeated once and for all.
Her reason for violence.
And you, brother, will have a vital part to play. By your words and deeds, you'll lead the way.
I pray I am up to the task.
No pressure.
There'll always be naysayers. Those who think us fools for even trying. It's easy for learned elites to criticize earnest efforts and assert their moral superiority, all without offering alternatives.
Or without even trying themselves. My god. My god. So many parallels here.
Not that their sophistry has ever wounded you. So stubborn and strong. Stronger than you even know. Don't ever change, you hear me? If you stumble, I'll be there to catch you. Or give you a thick ear. Maybe both, for good measure.
Keep him in line.
Thank you, Alice.
This is not Thancred. I think we know who that is. Because he's not there. Oh, such a cute scene, oh my god.
The scouts have secured Alize and Alphino. Their collars were removed without complication as well. They report no casualties, not for their party nor the guards, who will wake from their premature slumber in due course.
Don't say it so loud, he's right there. At least pretend to be secret about it.
It would appear the situation has changed. I propose new terms. We have information that will be of great interest to Lord Quintus. and I wish to speak with him in person.
That was a risky operation. Hope they didn't kill anyone, though. Knocking them senseless is the way to go.
No. In the event you rejected our first proposal, we came prepared with a second.
No. Oh! Guardian technology! Oh, there's not many of them.
More are coming! Make ready!
I have killed way more than this paltry number in raids before.
The loyal soldiers of the First Legion, proud servants of Garlemald, of the fallen Emperor Varys, shall safeguard these lands from the barbarian hordes until our countrymen return!
Why do you get rock music during your cutscenes? You're wrong, but you're really cool. The child has spoken. Lay down your arms.
This child may be the worst emissary I have ever seen.
Child versus child. He's gonna be like, who are you calling a fucking child, man? What are you, like 12?
We received an urgent communication from the Grand Company of Eorzea. Envoys from the Imperial Army, led by members of the 10th Legion, came to Alamigo and requested an audience. They explained that their efforts to coordinate the reclamation of the capital with the aid of the 4th, 5th, 8th, and 12th had ended in failure. Communication between most legions has broken down entirely. Most of the 10th's conscripts have deserted, leaving their forces severely depleted. That is why, unable to continue the fight on their own, they and their allies turned to the Grand Company of Eorzea for aid.
Lies. Every word.
It is the truth, and I have not finished. The 10th has requested that we deliver a message to Lord Quintus.
Do we have any way to prove that to him?
Have the ill stand down.
Haha, he knows!
You have been listening, my lord? What are your orders?
Inform her that we will honor the 10th's decision. Bereft of hope, and now dignity. I release you from your duty. All of you. I take solace, your radiance, in the knowledge you are not here to witness our debasement. 'Twas a grand, glorious dream we shared.
I don't like where this is going.
Of a world united, of peace and prosperity. We are ghosts, you and I. Memories of days gone by. Bonds forged in blood that I will not see tarnished.
All this talk of honor. He's saying goodbye. Don't do it! How are you going to reclaim that which you lost if you're gone? Come on, something will stop him. He'll hear something on the radio.
Quickly! We have to reach the station before it's too late.
If there is still a chance that Quintus will agree to a truce, we must take it.
Yes, Quintus will agree to a truce. And we'll arrive just in time.
I just hope we get there before he and his men do something rash.
Yeah, me too. The blood right over the link of the fallen warriors. Oh! He gave up, though. He didn't even try. He didn't even try to regain the honor of his people. It's okay. KK Slider is here to sing him up. Oh, he's so cool, though. I'm gutted as well because I was really hoping to see his redemption arc. I was really hoping to see him, like, maybe not embrace to start with our help, but slowly learn to accept it, and then lead his men into battle by our side and give some impassioned speech to everyone about how we're going to reclaim the old days of Garlemald. Like, were you looking forward to the redemption arc because it's on the bingo board? No. I just enjoy character development. Can a girl not enjoy character development in the year of our Lord 2026? No? Why do you accuse me of ulterior motives? I saw it coming as soon as he was like, my lord, I have failed you. Blah, 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 the good old days. Blah, 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 all is lost. Well, on the upside, we now have a bunch of uncommanded Garlean soldiers looking for leadership. So, yep. Silver linings. And access to a Garlean railway system, if we can get it running again. Yeah, decided he couldn't take responsibility. In some ways it was cowardice as well, because he'd have to admit that he was wrong. And he didn't want to. Because he heard everything that Lucia said. So he heard that the propaganda they'd been fed was a lie. And I guess realized, oh, what if it was true? And he wanted out before he had to find out anymore. Hey, Worm. Yeah, just a very chill stream again. Chill. Mm-hmm. He basically put all of his eggs into one basket, which was all the legions retaking Garlemald, which failed. And outside of that, he thinks that all hope was lost. Yup. Hi. I definitely didn't see a cutscene where he's no longer alive. It's fine, we're gonna go and have a meeting with him, and all shall be well. Much and more has occurred since we last met. As for determining what comes next, we must speak with Lord Quintus. Yes, does anyone have Speak with Dead spell? Anyone? We got any wizards in the party? Ah, and you know what? Now he's dead as well. There go my hopes for a long, boring political cutscene, because if he'd survived, we would have marched in there, and then they would have had a long meeting around a map by candlelight, and they would have talked about, like, but back in the day, this happened. No, that was false. Actually, this happened. It is actually, this goes on, and then it would have gone on for a very long time. So, alas. Alas and alack. I did love her line in that cutscene as well. It is the truth, and I have not finished. Don't you dare interrupt me, boy. But said in such a calm way. She's an inspiration. Why am I bringing a Ouija board to the meeting? No reason. No. I'm into the occult stuff, you know? I feel like it's a great welcoming gift for any new friend. Before we proceed, tell me what you know of the First Legion and the disposition of their forces. Kinda sad. They were preparing for war while the refugees in their care were left to go hungry. A reckless, short-sighted plan that risks the welfare of the people they have sworn to protect. Nevertheless, we cannot compel them to accept our aid. If we were to arrive in force with the intent to do so, we would only incite panic. But perhaps they can be persuaded to follow one of their own. Go with Julius back to the station, and have him lead the refugees here. Thunder and lightning. Some may be unwilling or unable to leave, but for the time being, I'll take what I can get. Alphino, Halisay, and the scouts sent to extricate them will already be at the station. I'll also have our other comrades in the area lend their support should it be needed. Understood. We didn't even have to convince him. He already knew. I will have food and bedding prepared for the refugees. Getting them here safely, however, is my immediate concern. Everyone okay? No one else got shot during the cutscene? Imagine, like, Pippin's just lying in the snow. No one's noticed yet. Bleeding out. A stray bullet got me. He's fine! Thank goodness the 10th Legion decided to sue for peace when they did. We've been spared more senseless bloodshed, which is the last thing anyone, including the First, needs. From their perspective, though, the promise of reinforcements was their last hope, and now they have no choice but to capitulate to the invaders. But we will prove to them that not all is lost, and we yet stand a chance of casting out the Telophori. Not all is lost. Don't take any drastic action. I'm sure they won't. Even with their empire in ruins, the Garleans have not lost the will to fight. The strength shall serve them in days to come. There is yet life in this cold soil. I've just returned from guarding the airships, and now I've got to keep an eye on the captured Imperials. Maybe a bit of chit-chat will help lighten the mood. They love chit-chat. They also love dad jokes, we found this out. Try the dad jokes, Lise. It was a grave error not to push sentries further from the camp. Had we seen the Garleans sooner, we could have slain them long before the truce was called. They engaged us of their own free will, and they deserve to die warriors' deaths. Even so, I have not forgotten why we are here, and I will lend my hand, for now. Sadu thinks we should have just murdered them all. I was like, what am I reading? She was like, we should have killed them before the truce. Not much of a negotiator is Sadu. No, not really up for the whole talking thing.
When the Imperials charged upon us, we were able to avoid any serious injuries on either side. In truth, most of the Garleans were in no condition to fight. Sunken eyes, hollow cheeks. It must have been a long time since they've had a decent meal. I'm sure they'll be much more amenable to conversation with food in their bellies.
It's like exact opposites, these two. We should have killed them earlier.
I'm sure they'll be much more friendly when we give them some food.
Their blood should be coating the snow.
Anyone else I can talk to? I'm gonna talk to everyone there. Where are you holding them? I thought that was Tataru for a second. I was like, oh, Tataru's here. I'm seeing things. Oh, Maxima, are you okay? That can't have been easy to watch. News regarding the 10th came shortly after you first left with Julius. From that, we were able to deduce that the first was somewhat within the capital. We were, however, only able to verify this once you'd made contact with Thancred. I hope Thancred's okay. It was quite the rescue mission he pulled off. Serena is a cinnamon roll. They do say that, like, every uwu girl needs to have a scary guard dog best friend. I ain't never seen two best friends with the same aesthetic. You gotta have, like, uwu cutesy girl, and then her best friend is, like, the craziest emo goth you've ever seen. Why were those crates shining? We hunted high and low for these provisions. Let me just stamp all over them. There you go. You're welcome. I care not for your side quest. I'm saving the world, peasant. Oh. An unattuned aetherite. To be fair, I actually couldn't attune to that one before. It was out of commission. So I guess I'll walk all the way there. Beep, 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 beep. This time it actually wasn't my fault. It was out of service. They were siphoning the thing to power the lanterns in there. It had nothing to do with me. For once. Yep. For once I didn't just walk past it as usual. Whee! You just didn't lick it hard enough. I'm pretty sure it would have electrocuted me, considering it was hooked up to all of the lights in that place and the rail system. I think I would be a fried husk. I'd be a very cute fried husk, though. Whoa. The atmosphere here is something else. I want to go in there. I don't know about you. And don't tell me anything, obviously. But that looks like a raid series to me. I would say a dungeon, right? But the thing is humongous. You know this thing has multiple wings and multiple bosses. It's got to be a raid series. It's got to be. It's big. It looks like a spiky tower to me. Lovely spiky tower. It does look a bit like Barad-dûr, indeed. If it's spiky, it's normally a bad sign. It's the next housing area, obviously. Ooh, can we put a free company house in there? I'm sure our cottagecore vibes would fit perfectly. Getting a little thatch cottage going on. Or could do like a bakery style, you know, make the whole place a bakery. Crispy Garlean bread rolls. And this time they won't be made of people. Unless the Garleans get really desperate. It's only a matter of time. Before they too start eating meal. If this was a housing area, I'd need Fandaniel as a garden gnome. Are you telling me they don't have Fandaniel garden gnome merch? Does this not exist? Alright, you guys were asking when my merch was coming back earlier. Fandaniel garden gnomes. I'll get in contact with the supplier immediately. Definitely won't get sued by Square Enix. Like chibi Fandaniels with little pointy hats on. And if you want, you can slap them whenever you wish. You can even break them to pieces if you really hate Fandaniel as much as me. Oh, look who it is. Hello. Long time no see. Long time no see. How are you doing? How are you doing? How be you? Thou art a vision as always, Orianger. 'Tis a comfort to see thee, none worse for wear. There is a thing that happens where if it's been too long since Orianger spoke, I cannot decipher what he is saying and I cannot read it aloud. I almost have to like acclimatize myself to Orianger speak every stream. So forgive me whilst my Orianger reheats. I've got to defrost my Orianger voice. 'Tis a comfort to see thee, none the worse for wear. See, it just doesn't. Man, is this English? 'Tis a comfort to see thee none the worse for thy recent ordeals. There we go. We made it in the end. We made it in the end. Thank you. Thank you for that. So basically the Oriange equivalent of, you alright? That's all you needed to say. Who are these two? They seem cute. Oh, I did not expect you to arrive so soon. There's been a development. Perhaps you best see for yourself. He's injured. What are you doing back here? Where are Julius and the others? At least they're free. I hope there's not a lot of For the Glory of Garlemald going on down there. Imagine if all of them have turned. Astariel and Julius. We arrived just before you did. And too late. Too late for what? What's happened? It's Lord Quintus. He took his own life. After the news about the 10th, he relieved us of our duties. Then, when he was alone, he... No, he wouldn't. Thancred and the others, assisted by the soldiers, have seen to the remains. In due course shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free. Free to choose our own fate. Without him to guide us... So it is also that very old school sense of honor of, I have my duty, even though I know I'm wrong. The only way out is death. The only way for you to be free from my rule is my death. It's just so senseless and pointless. This keeps happening in Final Fantasy where I'm like, no, there was no reason that needed to happen. Why? If people could just let go of stupid stuff like that. I have just this moment spoken with Lucia. We are ready to commence the transfer of the refugees here to Camp Broken Glass, should they be willing to accept our aid. Some would rather die. But most of us just want to live. Songs and standards be damned. We just want to live. We'll need to speak with the refugees. They'll have to decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. If any would prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over for them. It'll be a hard journey for the others, but we'll see they reach camp safely. He basically took on all the evil so everyone else had a choice. So he saw it as a sacrifice as well. Do you need a hug? Are you gonna join us? After what's happened to his family. The first was all Judas had left. Now even that's been taken away from him. He's not alone in that either. There's a comfort in having someone to follow. Someone to lead. To blindly obey the orders of, yeah. There is a sort of comfort in that after you've lost everything, indeed. Englander!
Englander, forgive me, this was a while ago, because we had the alerts muted during that very long cutscene. But Englander, thank you so much for 29 months! And Englander has a desperate plea.
Help, I'm trapped in the wisp burrow and can't get out.
What are you doing in a burrow? Do you think wisps are like rabbits and they live under the ground? You're supposed to be in a soul jar. God. Hey Dub, welcome on in. Is this game good? Look, I can only speak of my own humble opinion, but yeah, it's fantastic. It depends what you're looking for in an MMO. If you love a very strong story and emotional damage. You caught me at a very emotional damage time in the story, but there is a very, very strong story that runs throughout Final Fantasy, which I think is the strongest story that I've ever played in an MMO. I think I can say that without having even finished all the expansions. Like it's just, and you can just play main story if you want to. There's loads of multiplayer stuff to do if you like dungeons and raids and getting together with other people too. But I have almost exclusively just played main story, and the fact that I've been playing for years just doing MSQ and I'm this into the game says a lot. Yeah, it's really good. It's also free to play. Hashtag not even sponsored, but it is free to play, and do go and give it a go if you're somewhat on the fence. I would say like the story leans a little bit more on, I guess, kind of the anime side. If you like anime and you love like the dark and epic parts of anime, but you also love like the whimsical, silly parts of anime, and you love the way that anime goes between those two moods very quickly, Final Fantasy is like that a lot of the time. So you'll go from like really devastating emotional cutscene, the world is ending, to cute beast race that kind of bumbles around and does silly things, and then back to the world devastating. Yeah. My brain is broken from previous cutscenes. But yeah, I really love it. I've been playing for how many years now? Like 4 years? 4 years? I've played all kinds of MMOs. And I think all of them have their strong points. And there's different MMOs that I've enjoyed for different reasons. But this one, the main story is especially strong. I don't know if yet I can say that it's my favorite game in terms of like mechanics, but that's just because I haven't done that much of the high level group content. I like it. I think it's like very typical MMO combat. You have a lot of different classes. There's a lot to choose from. And on top of that, there's also the kind of crafting jobs, which are actual classes in their own right with their own quest lines and their own progression system, which I haven't even touched yet. So yeah, it depends. It depends what kind of games you're into. What kind of games do you like outside of MMOs, or are there any other MMOs that you've enjoyed? I've played all of them. I started out with World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft was the very first online game that I ever played. And I played all the way from Classic up until Warlords of Draenor. So that's like 10 years of content that I played that game for. And then Elder Scrolls Online I was seriously into for another 10 years. Guild Wars 2 I've dipped my toes into as well. I've done little stints on like Black Desert and other little MMOs like that in between. But I love MMOs. MMOs great. I like MMOs, but I like real world currency stuff. Creative assets you can import, owning land. Okay, so like customization as well. So you like being able to design stuff. There is a housing system in this game. So you can have your own house, and you can have a free company house, which is like your guild house as well. And it has the very detailed like placing each individual item and turning it, customizing it, collecting stuff. If you like collecting things, I think there's a fair amount to do in terms of collection in Final Fantasy, collecting mounts and fashion. Fashion is a big thing in Final Fantasy. Like that is endgame. Final Fashion Online. Creative assets you can import, as in like from outside of the game. Final Fantasy doesn't really do so much of that, like especially with add-ons as well. Add-ons aren't like technically allowed with Final Fantasy as far as I know, but there's a lot that's already in the game in terms of customization. Yes, it is against TOS, yes, as far as I know. I've never even like thought about add-ons though. I think
the difference with this game when it comes to add-ons is I've never encountered a problem in the game where I've thought, oh, I need an add-on to make this easier. I need an add-on to make this more user-friendly. Like I've not had that issue, which I have in other MMOs. Like, oh, this quest system is really hard to follow and I can't find what I need to on the map. Let me download an add-on. But I've never had a problem that needed to be solved by an add-on in Final Fantasy yet, if that makes sense. So I just feel like everything kind of works as intended. The only thing that's kind of weird to adjust to for me is dungeons and there not being like a DPS score for how well I'm doing, because we've had that in almost every other MMO that I played. So like World of Warcraft, it was always like, how much DPS do you do? And that's like the requirement for whether you can join this raid team or whatever. How much damages can you do? But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Square Enix have talked publicly about it and they didn't want to support that because it grows a toxic side of the community. And it sort of enforces this idea of, oh, you know, bigger numbers, better player, and it encourages elitism. And I think that's the reason why, which, yeah, I like that. I like that as a concept. I think that's cool because it is something that can very quickly spiral into, yeah, elitism in MMOs. But that's taken an adjustment for me for sure. But yeah, I think if you like customization, there's an awful lot to customize in this game. An awful lot. We cleared lots of raids where some weren't peak damage, totally doable. Yeah, I think it also leads to people pinpointing one particular player and being like, you're not good enough. Which doesn't exactly foster a friendly atmosphere in an online game, does it? Not really. But yeah, there's loads to collect. Also, you can go to Vegas inside of Final Fantasy. This always gets brought up as one of the coolest things about Final Fantasy, but I think it is. There's a place called the Gold Saucer. You can enter the lottery and you can race giant bird creatures and you can do gamba. It's great fun. It's great fun. But yes, a very long answer to say, try it. I think what's great about free-to-play MMOs is that when people ask me, is this game good? I can be like, yeah, I enjoy it. You should try it. It's free to play. You can download it for free. And I mean, I feel like we have the perfect thing for this situation. Are you ready? Have you heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV? With an expanded free trial with which you can play through the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning expansion Heavensward and the thrilling Stormblood expansion up to level 70 for free with no restrictions on playtime? Have you? Have you? That is the Final Fantasy meme. But it's true, like, there are possibly hundreds of hours worth of content for free, even just in the MSQ. I'm trying to think how many hours it took me to get through Stormblood and Heavensward. Like, that was, for me, that was a long, long time. I was playing for several years getting through the MSQ. I'm a very slow gamer, but still, it took me a while to get there. So yeah, you should try it. You should try it. Just saying, just try it. Give it a go, see if you like it. What's the worst that can happen? You can end up with an overwhelming love of the game and sob yourself to sleep because of parts of the main story quest. Or you can wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and write theories in a notepad by candlelight that you don't understand when dawn breaks and present them on stream wearing a tinfoil hat. That's probably the worst case scenario. Not that it's going to happen to you. I don't want to scare you. I don't want to scare you. But it could happen. But yeah, the story's amazing. I think the story is my favorite thing. I'm slightly scared for what happens when I finish MSQ, because I'm so invested in the MSQ, and it's such a big part of why I enjoy this game. So I can't wait to try out what the end game is like, and everything else the game has to offer. But I'm so used to just following MSQ and that being what we do. Oh, Stinian's chatting to the locals. Where's Daddy? He's right here. Here's Daddy. He's returned from war. I know not how to offer encouragement or solace to these poor souls. But if it's safe passage to our camp they need, I'd gladly oblige. I know not how to welcome these raiders. If it's safe passage they seek, we shall not give it to them. Defend your queen. Shields up in chat. Hello, friends. Welcome on in.
It is good to see so many familiar faces. We have a Tian raid coming on in! Welcome! Well, we survived all the creatures of the waste. But can we survive a red panda? I know not. It is terrifyingly adorable. If anyone doesn't know Tian, Tian streams as a cute little red panda. Sometimes wears glasses, if I recall correctly. And yeah, if you want to see a red panda playing video games, look no further. Tian is always there offering cuteness and wholesomeness. We were just talking about Final Fantasy and whether people should try Final Fantasy, and I'm a bit biased. I have loved many MMOs in my time. Final Fantasy is one of them. I think it's definitely worth trying. If you're on the fence, if you've ever wondered, just try. Just try. You might be sucked in. We may or may not very soon, WispSip, be doing something that is geared towards welcoming in new people. So if you're thinking of trying the game, you might want to wait like a week, is all I'm saying. Because I may or may not be running a special little event to encourage and welcome some people into Eorzea. So I'm just gonna say, like, if you want to sign up for an account, you might want to wait like a week or so. Come along to the party. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, so I'm just gonna say that. There you go. I may or may not be making a brand new job start and encouraging new people to come along with me. Going on a walk down memory lane, maybe checking out Satasha again. There are huge spoilers here. If anyone hasn't played Final Fantasy MSQ, cover your eyes, cover your ears. I wouldn't want to spoil it for you, but there's huge spoilers for Endwalker, which you should experience yourself. I don't want to spoil you, but welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. This is my first playthrough of Endwalker, and it is glorious. I feel like I've slightly lost the power of speech, so I do apologize. We just saw some very emotional cutscenes, some very harrowing cutscenes. So, hi, welcome. I don't know what you mean, drummer. It was only ever a dream, wasn't it? To think we could reclaim it. Rebuild it all ourselves. Before this all began, I sent my wife and daughter away to the provinces. If there's a chance I might see them again, I'll take it. So take me. Take me with you, please. Well, we have a very lively recruit. They seemed very enthusiastic. Really excited to join us. Manji's excited. Good, good. Well, I'm just saying, like, I need to decide if I was taking up another job that starts from level 1, I need to decide which one it would be. Seeing as we are a democracy here, unlike, to some extent, the Garlean Empire, I will probably do a poll. Pugilists? Punch. Is that just pure fists? Yeah, a tank could be interesting because I've never played tank role. So some kind of tank would be fun. I don't know how many classes start from level 1 as tank. The hiccups are real. It's the emotional damage. You can tell how bad the emotional damage is by how bad the hiccups are. Because when I start getting upset or emotional or excited, any combination of those things, I breathe really fast. So if there's a cutscene where something threatening is going on, I'm here hyperventilating in the corner, and you will almost certainly get hiccups after that. Almost certainly. Well, got the Aetherite sorted in the end. All it took was a few adjustments, and now it works as well as it ever did. Which is probably not very well. From what I can tell, the one in Laterum, since it's Latin, it's gotta be. The one in Laterum is also functioning as normal. That's where you lot are staying, isn't it? Now that most of us are packing up and leaving this place, I reckon there'll be more use for me and my skills over at your camp. We could do with an engineer, actually. You may join us. Marauder is the easiest tank, I think. Okay, but there's some options. There's some options. Good, good. Oh, Graha's helping. Try as we might, any words of comfort we may offer are like to fall on deaf ears. We are but strangers from foreign lands. Perhaps in their eyes, the very cause of their suffering to begin with. Nevertheless, we mustn't give up. Oh my god. Can you imagine being in that much sorrow that you're on your hands and knees banging the floor? It's okay. We'll make everyone hot chocolate back at camp and they'll feel fine. Can I actually talk to anyone else? They have a quest for me. But I'm on MSQ. I can't help you, sir. Madam. It's madam. Sorry, I'm busy. Marauder becomes warrior, which is easiest to learn. The warriors in chat are going to be like, no, it's not. Warrior is very complex, you wouldn't understand. Oh, yeah, I can lick the aetherite. I am slightly worried I'm going to get zapped by some power line, but I'll try. Okay, even Manji is saying warrior is super easy. Job choice depends on whether you want responsibilities. Tank, and especially healer, the team depends on. DPS, you just have to show up and do your rotation. That's pretty much the same in every MMO. I don't really know many MMOs where the fate of the entire party hinges on a DPS. Apart from certain situations in certain boss fights where it's like, okay, you need to burst damage at this point, otherwise they do a crazy ability that murders everyone, or, oh, you have to kill these ads before they get to the boss, otherwise they empower the boss and everyone dies. Oh, I'm confused by the rail system. It's like the tube down here. I wanted to see if there was anyone else who'd talk to me now. Will she talk to me now? I do hope the Ilsabar contingent actually makes some kind of difference around here. Me too. Not even this guy will talk to me now, though. By the way, Dawn, do we need to take a break soon? Also, if I had a follow-up question, it would be, how much time do you have left tonight? I should probably be good and end soonish? I'd say like half an hour max, if there was like some really good juicy story that's a good stopping point coming up. But if this was a good stopping point, hello there. Lalafell Council has gathered. Can I go in there? I can. Oh, the blood is still left on the flag. Why? Hey, maybe it can be a new sigil. You can add like a splat underneath permanently on the banner. This is where it happened. The room where it happened. Best not to dwell on it. Not when there's work to be done. I am dwelling, sir. I'm gonna be dwelling for a long time. Let me guess, Alice's in here. Yes, she is. Helping the wounded. Everything's going to be alright now. Probably helping the very people who threw her into a jail cell. Very Alice behaviour. Oh, Popia is still here. Our pride, our culture, our knowledge, all of it gone. It still lives within you. Oriandra's helping. To employ healing magics now would likely invite catastrophe, as thou canst attest from thy experience at Victor's spoils. Indeed, the Garleans view our ability to manipulate aether with the Indeed, the Garleans view our ability to manipulate Aether with the same suspicion that many Eorzeans do Magitech. Indeed. Indeed. Well, Flavius is there. I'm just gonna check if anyone else wants to talk to me. Good luck getting that blood out. The Garleans are now sponsored by Daz. For sparkling white cleans. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Garlean weapon styles. Luncheon toadskin grimoire. I'm sorry, Luncheon toadskin. That implies that if the skin wasn't being used for the book, you would be eating it for luncheon? Garleans are weird. Pendulums. Well, that's cool. I could do so much fashion here. What does the Garlean gear look like? Hello? Oh, wow. Business vampire is very much the feeling. I like it. I like it. What's the second one? Is it the same? Oh my. Oh my, oh my. It's almost giving Studium. Almost. What are these? Ah! I don't want to buy it! I want to look! Don't you do a try-on experience at this store? I just have to pay? Oh, it's repairs. Okay. These are my... Okay, yeah. Sorry. Misunderstanding. It's my first time in Garlemald. Sorry. Yeah, you can repair my stuff. Yeah, sure. I thought it was some kind of Garlean scam that he's like, no, you don't get to try it on. You pay for it. Return it if you don't want it. But you only get 10% of what you paid back. May as well fix everything. May as well. I don't want to jinx it, but it's been a little while since a dungeon. So I feel like there is a dungeon or a raid coming up soon. But Humes, the hour is late. And as much as I want to see where this story will lead us, I think that's a good place to leave it. Another stream ending with emotional damage. Is this a theme? Endwalker? Is this a theme? Like, after last stream, I was thinking, oh, this stream will just be wandering around fetch questing and, like, getting to know the Garleans in the area. And we'll slowly build their trust until finally we're best friends and it's gonna be very wholesome. Nope. Ended on emotional damage once again. I am back on Sunday for more Final Fantasy. We'll be having a little break from emotional damage, at least for a while, and checking out Little Ladies Day. There might be a little bit of MSQ after that as well, so come along for more emotional damage. Endwalker. Welcome to Endwalker. You're telling me there's more? I thought Shadowbringers was bad. For, like, the little pockets of emotional damage. They'd introduce you to a character and be like, oh yeah, they're gonna die now. But that only happened a few times. A few very significant times, but it was still very impactful. But Humes, we do not simply end a stream. We do like to go on an elven raid. So, please join us. Ooh! What is going on? Are those emotional damage subs? I feel cleansed already. How did you know? Souls can fix emotional distress.
They have given 341 gift subs in the channel.
We will only master emotional damage once we have the soul of emotional damage. Thank you for making sure it's safe with me. I'll keep it very safe indeed. And as we head out on this raid, a reminder that if you do happen to have 50,000 channel points, you can choose exactly where the raid goes. But otherwise, I get to choose. Let me have a look. Oh, there's lots of Resi going on today. Resident Evil Requiem came out today, which I would love to play at some point, but I need to play more of the Resi series. My Resi adventure has only just begun. Okay, I think I have a good raiding target here. I'm scanning to see if anyone's done the raid redeem. I don't think it's happened. Alright. Then I hereby announce we're gonna go and see the lovely Katie and the Space Sharks. They're playing Resident Evil Requiem, so I'll be really curious to see what it's like. I'll be very curious. Do raise your swords high. We have swords, we have shields, we have all manner of weaponry. We don't have any Garlean guns, thankfully. But I will lead the charge. Katie's fantastic, plays all sorts of games, really loves some horror as well. Alright, the raid is ready to go. I will see you all on Sunday. I hope you have a very chill Saturday. And don't think too deeply on the things you've seen here today. Rest in pieces, Guardians. Rest in pieces. As always, kindest regards from your Elven Queen.